creature.
Sorry, I am still setting up some hidden shit. Oh, hey guys, where are you going? Sorry, I'm
here.
moving around things.
Did we take that rest?
I just realized the convenience of this tablet is I can just use it to zoom out. I think we just opened the door and then we just ended in
Yeah, we didn't take a long rest.
No, you attempted to, but you did it so right outside of like the goblin stronghold.
Yeah, now we're in like this place, and I'm low on health, and I got kicked. You should have said it was a gentle kick, but you're like, no.
A non-lethal blow.
Do you really think after all Grandma did, I'm just going to like slightly like push her with my foot?
Yeah, but you gotta think about like you need all the help you can get down here. Otherwise, I would have killed like half our NPCs and eaten
As
them.
you non-lethally kick Grandma, you whisper, "For me, Bo."
I'll eat him later.
Alright, so we last left off, you guys had managed to make it across the catwalk of the pit outside of the door, and pick the lock. Or actually, your goblin picked the lock on the door for you to get into the next room.
You mean Kai's new son?
Yes, Kai's new son.
Wait, Mime, you said I found a ring. Is there any like significance that you need to tell me about this ring, or is it just?
Let me check. You found a long-lost gold ring with an inset sapphire, which is worth 25 gold.
So it's not like anything like
No.
the humans might have had. Okay. Well, thank you.
I had terrible thoughts as to like, here's the ring you found, and she's like, that's it. That's not the ring you wanted to put in your hand.
All right, so you open the door. Candy, I believe you peeked in.
I think you said hello, friends.
Yeah, I literally.
Oh yeah, somebody.
You just went in there, man. You just did it.
My character has so much self-confidence.
I'm gonna reread the description of this room. Mounted are stuffed animal heads that adorn the walls. The mounting job is done sloppy, and the assortment of heads includes cattle, rats, and other not particularly impressive specimens.
Nice.
The few grizzly trophies share the wall with some animals, or a few grizzly trophies share the wall with the animals, including a couple of kobold heads. There's smashed and broken cabinets and a few small tables that litter the periphery of the room. Mute victims of some sort of rampage. And let's see.
So he's in a vulture culture.
A rusted iron spike stands in the center of the room with a trailing broken chain. Thin patches of frost coat sections of the walls, floor, and debris.
But no dragon, huh?
And somewhere in this room is a dragon. I guess we can investigate to see where the dragon is. Where's my D? Did I lose my D? 10, 20 words. I guess roll investigate to see where the dragon is?
Mm-hmm.
Kill.
Oh yeah, I can finally reunite the rogue D4 that I found in my bed last time we played.
Oh damn, I rolled the D20. I rolled a 20, sorry, right.
A nat 20?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah, looking around, you definitely know there was a creature being held up in here somewhere by that spoke in the ground. But it has evidently broken through the chain. And you can actually see by the angle at which the crystals growing from the ice seem to all be directed pointing towards behind one of the tables.
Is it this table?
No, the other table.
I'm going to turn to Meebo and like, wait, no, we don't see it.
Into the room.
Never mind.
I
know. I just remembered that. Never mind. Hush.
You're very far.
Whatever. I can see it on the computer.
I was gonna say I'm gonna walk on over to the table there and say hi in my most friendly voice.
Roll charisma.
Thankfully, I have a shit ton of that.
Oh my god! I just walk on in. What a lovely room of death.
I rolled a 12 plus my natural charisma, which is 3, so that's a 15. I don't roll the saving throw, right? Do I?
No.
I don't have proficiency. Okay, cool.
No. So you round the corner behind this table, and I'm going to reenact to you the same thing that happened to me earlier today. So for that, I need a little bit of backstory. I went to the dollar store to buy supplies for my art tutoring lesson, and in the middle of the parking lot, which is empty, there's no cars or anything, but it's just a fucking parking lot. There's like one of those little areas filled with dirt where there should have been a tree, and there was no tree or any kind of foliage whatsoever.
Mm.
Smack in the middle of that pit of dirt, a goose had decided to make a nest.
Oh.
And so I drove up to it, and I walked up and I was like, "Hey, buddy, how's it going?" And
Goose,
she got
dumbass!
she got furious
Yes!
and hissed up at me and fluttered her wings, and that's exactly the reaction that you get from a small white dragon wormling.
Oh.
Oh, you're adorable!
No.
Oh,
So you walk over and you introduce yourself, or you just kind of friendly greet this little creature, and she like puffs up as big as she can possibly make herself and raises her wings up and hisses aggressively. You can actually see she's sort of huddled around a makeshift nest of sorts, seeming to have collected everything shiny within the room.
I assume there are eggs in the room, and if there are eggs, I'm just gonna back off. Just a little.
Candy, are you dead yet?
Nope!
Alright. Can we come in?
Maybe.
Alright. Okay, well, that's good. Come on, Meebo. Can I now see the dragon?
You can see the tail of the dragon poking out from behind the overturned table. You actually can hear her better than you can see her. She's mad.
Hey, Meebo, do you think you can go calm that thing down?
Mifa doesn't really know what you guys are talking about, but he's picked up on the frost in the room, and he's kind of like, you know how, I guess, birds, in a way, do, like, they puff up when they're happy? He's sort of doing that with his scale ridges a little bit. Like, he's definitely excited to see signs of the dragon. He looks around, he catches sight of the tail, and he goes running over, arms spread, screaming, "Calcrix! Calcrix!"
and then he gets impaled by his former lover, who is now a zombie.
No, not quite, but you do see him get smacked back over to you by the tail. Calcrix starts to crawl out from over the table, and she looks fucking pissed.
Oh.
So he cowers back now. He's very caught off guard by this reaction. He asks her, "You, Sylvan, you can make out the broken Draconic and Common." Like, he's speaking both at once.
Okay.
But you can hear him say, "I don't understand. What's wrong, Calcrix? And Calcrix jumps in now, and she says, "Oh boy, she needs a voice. What do dragons sound like?"
Alita 1.
Tiny little voice. Tiny girl.
Hey, listen!
She turned into Fluttershy. She turned into Fluttershy.
She, with a hissing tone, sort of growls at him and goes, "Go!"
She's tiny.
Wait.
She's the size of a large dog, but she is very tiny for a dragon.
Oh.
Oh.
Like,
can
maybe
ride her.
close to Great Dane size.
Oh dear. Oh boy, that's big. Oh boy, that's big. Oh boy. I've encountered a Great Dane before. They're terrifying.
Great Danes are bibis.
Alright.
Not the Great Danes I've encountered. My grandpa had 3. They were terrifying and satanic.
And I'm guessing I can talk to the dragon and Draconic, right?
If you'd like to try, yeah, you can.
She has a nest!
She does appear to speak Common, though.
Oh, okay. But I'm afraid of Meebo again because I'm stupid and won't protect him.
But you're squishier than I am.
Yeah, I
Which is an
know.
accomplishment.
Yeah, thank you. I'm a wizard who thinks he's a tank.
I love that trope.
So I'm like visibly mad at the dragon. I'm like, look, we just came from all the way from your other home, and almost died like 3 different times to freaking goblins who shot me in the knee countless times. We came here to rescue you, to return you home. You have no right to be angry right now, because we have come to save you.
Yes, she does. She has a nest.
We don't know if it's actually
rescuing.
I was gonna say, my character knows because he saw the fucking nest.
Well, no, there's shiny things in there, right?
What?
I didn't know there was a nest. Is there a nest?
Yes.
Oh.
You rolled a 15.
Yes.
So I think the mine just said
Is it a
had
nest
shiny
or a
things in
horde?
Is it a clutch?
I would say you didn't get a close enough look to tell.
Just poop.
it. So,
Well-
sorry. What did the dragon say after we just all decided to yell at once?
Oh.
Sassy!
She says, I'm in no need of rescuing.
Well, guess what,
I'm
lady?
perfectly happy here.
Yeah, well, you know what? Not everyone else is happy, so you gotta go back home. We're taking you there.
Try it. And
Alright.
as she says that, you see sparks of some sort of force or power come from her mouth.
Yeah, Kai's gonna intervene here for a minute.
Are you bringing Bob with you?
He's gonna stay. You see the I'm gonna call it the horns on the back of her head.
Uh-huh.
He's gonna stay in that area.
Okay.
I'm on top of Kai, right?
I'm assuming
Yeah.
he's small enough he can hide behind those because she's pretty
Yes.
big.
Wait,
So
wait. am
for
I
now,
on
he
top?
is with her, but I'm going to say he's hidden.
Do you want to roll stealth for him? Do I have to create stats for Bob? Let's see. Let me just pull up a standard goblin. Oh wait, no, he was a goblin archer, I think.
Yeah. I don't know what his thing. I mean, I don't think she's stealthy at all, so... Oh, no, she's got a +2 in stealth, surprisingly.
There you go.
She can be sneaky when she wants to be.
Which one's stealth? Dexterity? Yeah. Oh god, there it goes. Well, he rolled a 6. So he's not like she knows he's there. You're not hiding him from her, but he's guarded.
He's just hiding behind your head.
Well, anyway, Kai's still going to come in, so I guess whoever's hitching a ride is coming in with her.
Oh,
I'm assuming now, like, I don't know, let's go here. And Kai, you know, not displaying any kind of threat or anything at the time, just asks, why angry?
Hold on, let me pull up her page just to make sure I've got the right information.
Just being a jerk.
She sort of looks you over and raises a brow, or a ridge, I guess. Because she hasn't seen another creature like you before. Something somewhat close to what she is. And she kind of points her claws towards Meepo, who is somewhat hidden here. And, Kobolds! Kobolds keep me captive! Treat me like a pet! Calcrix is not a pet! Calcrix is strong! Calcrix is powerful!
Kai is nodding. She's agreeing.
Respect Calcrix. Give her room, all to herself. Give her treasure! And she kind of gestures down at her pile, and looking at it, you don't see any gold or anything. She's got like a set of silverware that she's hoarded from somewhere in the room that she's it's nothing of particular like impressive worth.
I feel like it.
But she still puffs her chest up proudly, and she's still glaring at Meepo.
Savon just puts his face in his hands. It goes, "Oh my god, I hate dragons."
Kai, meanwhile, she's nodding, like she fully understands this, and she kind of like that belly mouth kind of opens a little bit, and this tendril comes out, and it's got a shiny gold coin, and she just kind of like tosses it over.
She catches it and quickly stuffs it in with the rest of it, and she sets it gently on top of the pile, like it's now the best piece. You have earned favor of the dragon for sure.
Kai asks her, have you seen any human?
Human? No. No human.
Looking for missing human.
Dermbum might know. Dermbum is big goblin.
Well, do you know where he is?
No.
Are you lying to me so you can get more stuff from us?
I think you have a roll that you can do for that.
What roll do I have?
I gotta pull up the skill sheet again.
Is it insight?
Yeah, I think it's that one.
Alright, what's my insight? Oh, it's a +3. Sweet. Here's my d20. And then we do it that sugar. Oh, damn it. I got a 6. I rolled a 3.
She's telling the truth.
Okay. Is there any way we can convince you to go back?
She looks back at her pile for a moment and then looks back at you. Perhaps. What's in it for me?
I will give you 3 peridot jewels carved in the likeness of you.
For a lifetime of slavery?
We'll fix the situation so they don't treat you like a little pet. Alright?
Mifo kind of like taps you lightly from behind. But Calcrix was pet.
Well, she can't be a pet anymore, Meebo.
What are you doing?
Is this kobold treated you like a pet? Oh, that's not good.
Grandma, shut up.
I think we should punish him. Maybe you'll come if we punish him?
No, Grandma, you already
Calcrix
killed
definitely
him once.
lights up. She looks really excited over this.
Oh, you come with us. We'll take care of this kobold for you.
No, we're not killing. No, everyone, no. Because
Well, we
I
need
like
the dragon.
him. I pick up Meebo and I hug him close.
He served his purpose and he failed.
Meebo is hugged.
Well, yeah, you know who else served their purpose? You, Grandma. We still keep you around, don't we?
I healed you earlier, you dumb lizard.
Yeah, and I think you was nice, did I not?
I'm useful.
Alright.
We should take a vote on it.
No.
Let's get rid of this kobold.
No, Grandma, I'm
Something
ignoring you now,
distracting.
Grandma. Grandma, this is me telling you that I'm ignoring you. And I turn back to the dragon.
Well, you can ignore me, but she's still saying.
I second the vote.
Well, let me tell you, Dragon, he already got knocked out once by the grandma, so that's punishment enough.
Not good enough.
How? Why is that not good enough?
Meebo is slave driver.
Make
Meebo.
him pay.
Shut up, Grandma, you're making it worse.
But she's saying there's a vote. I mean, what can we... If we have a choice, do we want a dragon or do we want this thing?
We want
Meebo
both.
votes to not kill Meebo.
I have to ask, what exactly was done?
Who are you directing this question at?
The Calcrix? Is that your name? Calcrix?
Yeah.
Calcrix, yes, I'm asking Calcrix, what exactly did he do?
Kept me in a tiny cage. No freedom, no respect for a dragon.
Well, shit, I'm fucking neutral on this stuff. Happenstance because my character's a
Dragons
unicorn.
are equal to gods.
Okay, that's just... okay, whatever.
Alright.
But my character can understand definitely why she would not like being kept in a cage because of the fact that he's a fucking unicorn.
Alright.
He's
How
a fucking
about...
horse.
Meebo holds a finger up and goes, maybe we get a bigger cage.
No.
Snarls.
Okay.
Meepo, you don't put things in cages.
Kai fixes him with this deadpan look of cage is bad.
So shall we take a vote on it? We
No.
get rid of
Okay.
the
Bigger whole room.
we take a vote. Who says we leave this
Why don't we
kobold
give the
behind?
dragon a throne room?
Calcrix's
Or-
eyes light up. She likes that idea.
Better than killing? You're boring.
So if we can convince the queen to give you her throne and give you shiny things, would you be okay with that?
Yes.
Alright, good.
See a queen to give.
Wait. With
She's
the
laughing
gems.
because she's
Yes,
the
you
only
can have the
disaster.
gems too.
She lets out a low rumble, sounding somewhat like a purr, and starts to gather up her little pile. And she holds all of her stuff in her arms while standing up on her back legs, and it's like a little hobble walk as she carries it over. But she seems to be willing to agree.
Do you need help carrying your treasure?
No!
Okay.
No!
I'm
Okay.
gonna check my inventory. Does my character have another bag that he can use?
I got too much.
I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is there anything I can pick up from here?
There is plenty of shitty taxidermy.
Oh my god, well, you know what? I can't take a whole dragon head, though Grandma is very tempted to take a whole dragon head with her.
There's actually no dragon heads, there's kobold heads.
Okay, well, I'm gonna take cobalt head. Alright, the tiniest of them, a mouse head. I'm gonna take the mouse head. Put it in my purse of judgment.
I asked Calcrix, would you instead like a bag to hold your things?
She eyes you over. You really don't have to ask a question, do you want this, to a dragon? The answer is always yes.
Look, my character's trying to be polite, goddammit.
The moment you offer the bag, she happily takes it and stuffs all of her stuff in it. And while she's stuffing everything into it, she's like quickly looking back at you guys to make sure you're not like trying to steal any of it.
I'm stealing the stuff off the walls.
That's fine. No, she took everything of value in here already.
Alright. So now,
Oh no, she did.
so I guess, do we continue onward or do we bring the dragon back and come back?
Meepo would suggest bring dragon back.
What does the dragon want?
Sorry, I had candy in my mouth.
I was gonna say, what? You had my character in your mouth? What?
Just like soft, like just like I just imagine like dragon just kind of like all over Candy's head.
She seemed willing to negotiate, and it's her treasure is really her only priority.
Alright, so I'm neutral on either one, so what do you guys say?
Bring the dragon. She might be useful.
Well,
was gonna say,
the
we
dragon
bring the
is
dragon.
not a slave, Grandma.
I said she might be useful. I didn't say she was a slave. What if we get into a fight? Maybe she has powers to help. She'll want to protect her. She'll want to protect her shit, will she not?
Calcrix only protect Calcrix.
Caltrix, would you want to go home now or later?
Whatever gets me what I want quickest.
Oh, we're gonna go all the way back?
I mean, we'll take the goblin with us.
That's not your choice.
I guess so. I guess so.
I'm like running out of voices, so there's a reason Bob hasn't said anything, because he apparently sounds exactly like Meepo.
I like how the gnome is just kind of huddled there in the corner.
Oh, I forgot about Urky. Yeah, I guess Urky's been spectating from the door.
We're like hearing from the door because he can't really see us.
While you guys are discussing what to do, you actually hear a jingling behind the door behind Kai.
Good I moved. Because I ain't going to the door anymore.
It sounds like somebody has, like, you can hear the footsteps approach and the jingling of what sounds like possibly keys.
Well, I guess they're going to open the door at some point, and we'll get the ambush on them, yeah?
I just want you guys to make a decision before anything happens. Like,
Kai is going to stand right in front of this door.
Sit in front of it.
I know,
Okay.
Meebo, why don't you get on this side of me? Now that dragon.
You listen as the keys jingle
She's
and go
making,
into the lock.
The thing dogs do when they hear something and they're not sure what it is. They sit and they turn their head back and forth. She's doing that thing.
So you hear the keys go into the lock and a small click as the door unlocks, and the door starts to creak open, and the sight of Kai is behind it to a goblin who is peeking in, and the door immediately shuts. You hear the keys click again.
Well, suppose we gotta get out of here and we'll go get reinforcements.
Or we can just get him now. Was that the goblin that knows where the humans are? Because we kind of need that one.
Well, it knows we're in here.
But we're not humans, are we?
Well, we're a threat.
Well, I mean, what do you want me to do, okay? I'm grumpy. I'm a grumpy wizard.
I look in my bag for some freaking ibuprofen.
Kai is going to open the door in Kai's manner.
Honk.
Okay.
She breaks open the door with great force.
Door. Do you go into the next room?
Kai, she kind of goes in, I guess, and I guess she's looking for wherever the goblin went, and she's like, have question.
Yeah, no, you catch him just barely as he gets to about here. Did my ping work?
Yes.
Yeah, we actually saw it today.
Okay. And you see the goblin is meeting up with another one. It's a larger looking goblin. In fact, you might even call it a hobgoblin. Is it a hobgoblin? No, it's not. Yeah, no. Hold on.
I don't even know what that is, so.
Hobgoblin.
Yeah, no, it's a hobgoblin.
A goblin, but hob.
So there's 3 types of goblins. There's regular goblins, hobgoblins, and bugbears. And that's sort
goblins?
of they're part of the goblin tier, yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's kind of like how we're related to monkeys, but we don't look like monkeys. I mean, we kind of look like monkeys, but we're not monkeys.
We're related to apes, you fool! Monkeys are different.
Shit. Well, whatever.
But yeah, the hobgoblins are just like it's like Pokemon evolving. So this is a second evolution goblin.
It's a Charmander, okay. Or Charmeleon, my bad.
It sort of looks at you, and it's actually wielding a very, very large knife. Like dragging on the ground. It's so big.
Pyramid.
That counts as a sword.
Look at you. Well, it's shaped like a knife, though, like a big butcher's knife. It's like a Final Fantasy sword.
If he's dragging it, it means he can't lift it, that baby.
Well, no, it's resting on the ground. He can pick it up.
Okay.
Did this just turn into a metaphor for something completely different, Kat?
No! Why are you the one that's always thinking this nasty
I was thinking Pyramid Head, honestly.
I wasn't even thinking about it, but you...
Kai, they see you, and the little goblin hides behind the leg of the other one, and the other one just kind of looks at you and tilts its head, like, the fuck?
Kai repeats herself. She's like, have question.
What is it?
Looking for humans. And I guess that's not a question, but just close.
They they look at each other, and then the big one says, "Yeah, there were some humans a while ago.
Where go?
Well, Bellic took them. What are you? What are you? I'm sorry, I don't think I understand. How did you get in here?"
She points at the door, or where it was.
Well, yes, obviously that, but I mean, like, the whole dungeon thing, like, how... You shouldn't be here?
She just looks confused.
Bob is still behind your frills. He pokes his head out at this point, nervously, and looks back, and he goes, don't worry about it, like, or, you're not Balak, Oh God, no! I'm gonna change this guy's name immediately.
What is it?
Ball sag. Don't worry, Crumbs. Or shit, wrong voice. Don't worry, Crumbsler. He's this one's with me. It's fine. And Crumbsler just kind of, he looks unsettled, but he goes, all right, well, what about the dragon? Is the dragon okay in there? I mean, we gotta handle that situation in just a few minutes here. And he goes,
I glare daggers behind the Bob's head.
Bob nervously looks back to you guys, and I find my dice, and has to roll deception.
I don't see the hobgoblin and his buddy on the map.
Nope.
No, I haven't put them on there.
Oh, okay.
I
cool.
didn't anticipate them appearing.
Well,
What is your deck or your charisma? Oh no. Okay, he rolled a 16. Bob gets a negative modifier for charisma. No, dragon's fine. Yeah, no, we were just walking through here. It's okay. We're gonna keep heading on. Actually, we're gonna go back. We're gonna go back. You handle the dragon and tell Durnbum everything's okay. And Crumbsor sort of picks up his knife and shoos the little goblin off and starts heading towards the door, Kai, towards your direction.
well, she's not moving.
He sort of gestures, like he does like a soft shooing motion with his hand.
She does it back at him.
Such an erudite conversation.
Bog, can you maybe? And Bog's like haphazardly like trying to pat your head, like, come on, let's go, we gotta get out of here.
She'll go back into the room, I guess.
Okay, you scoot back in.
She doesn't really get why we're back in this room, though.
Ooh,
She wants to go the other way. She doesn't want to go this way.
Crumbsler's heading in. You guys gonna just hang out?
I mean, I guess everyone shut up.
Bob is gesturing to all of you, like, silently, but, like, gesturing quickly, waving you to the other, like, go, go, go!
GTFO. Grandma, get out.
I'm pretty sure the dragon needs to stay in the room.
She's coming with you.
Yeah, that's what dragons do. Hey, buddy, what's up?
Should we go into the archery room?
Are we going down? Are we backtracking?
You basically are.
What, is there no door in this room?
But if this dude comes in here and finds the dragon gone, he's gonna go back and tell all the other dudes.
I try to gesture towards. My character's going to try to gesture towards the dragon to go back in the room.
I throw one of the three paradox jewels that I promised the dragon back into the room.
Wait, can I try something?
What would you like to try?
Well, you know my power to mimic. What if I just, like, mimic the dragon saying, like, you know, go away or something like that. You know, like, leave me alone, I'm trying to take a nap.
This is your party. You guys get to devise this plan.
That's not a terrible idea, considering how I'm pretty sure the goblin wouldn't want to go over to the table where the dragon is and actually visit the dragon.
Are you guys discussing this out loud?
We're whispering loudly.
Okay. Bob hears your plan, and he just, like, his ears kind of fall for a second as he glances back through the door at the giant knife that Crumbsler is holding.
Too hard for you, huh, baby?
He points at the dragon, and then he runs a finger across his throat, and then he gestures to the guy at the door.
That's what I figured he wanted to do. He wants to kill the dragon, guys.
Well, I figured that.
Seriously, what?
I'm not killing the dragon.
That's stupid.
So... Well, what if we pretended to have killed her first? Grandma, come throw some gore on the floor.
Grandma takes a squat.
Grandma, are you pooping?
Oh, no.
You don't know what's under that robe.
Too late, Candy has already noped across the room.
Oh God, should I just like lather my mouth full of
I
blood?
imagine this whole time that this is happening, like Kai is just sort of like butt out the door, like still standing in the way.
Pretty much, like Mr. Goblin dude can't get past her big ass, so she's
I mean,
just
this is
taking
the
her.
kind of shit that Bronx does to me all the time.
like he's just gotta wait for her to fucking move, because like she's big and it's a small doorway, so
He gives your butt a little bit of a small nudge, trying to like encourage you to move.
I don't know if Grandma would want to do that. She's so low health. She's like, I don't fucking want to go in there.
Okay, I'll take one of my knives and slit my own body to put enough blood to freaking.
This is ridiculous.
Well, what do you want? What? I have come up with 2 plans now. 2 plans, Grandma.
Well, we outnumber him, apparently. We could do that.
What kind of cantrips do you guys have, or spells?
I have all my spells up, but I have Sacred Flame, Toll the Dead, and Spare the Dying.
I have Acid Splash, Ray of Frost, Thunderclap, Green.
Oh my God! What if I? Okay, I'm gonna come over here and whisper this. Please let me. All right, guys. What if we kill the dragon and then I revive it afterwards?
No.
Eh? Eh?
No.
No, the dragon will not allow that.
It doesn't know. It does not. You guys gotta do it on
I'm
the
gonna
down.
roll perception for the dragon, see if she hears you.
I said I'll revive it. Okay, let me.
I'm just like, nobody's gonna allow that to happen.
No, she hears this and she hisses loudly.
Wait, do I didn't roll perception yet.
No, the dragon rolled perception.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
But I said I would revive you. I am a necromancer.
Okay. So
Aren't
either
you a transmutation wizard?
No, I'm a death cleric.
No, the wizard.
me?
Yeah.
The local wizard.
Oh, I have chromatic orb.
No, your school of magic.
Oh,
Weren't you transmutation?
You're a transparent wizard.
Your transformation?
Where did I find that?
I think you would have written that down as just like a personal note.
Wait, Candy. Can Candy? You can. Do you have what they had where you can make like a like? You take your lights and you can make like a shape out of them or something. Like you did it. Well, like where
So the reason I ask what type of wizard you are, because I'm pretty sure you either took conjuration or transmutation, and I can't remember which. But
I know
Conjuring.
chromatic orb you can only do with one or the other. So let me look up chromatic orb.
oh, I might have to re-explain spells.
Oh.
Because you can take spells that aren't in your class.
Oh,
Yep.
okay. But I think I tried to.
Yes, I have the thing that makes the shiniest of orbs.
I
So
don't know if they take
chromatic
shape.
orbs evocation. That's like kill stuff spells.
Oh, shit.
Classes kill everything.
Spell casting ability. Oh, why didn't I write this down? I remember. I remember what it was. It was the one so where I can summon familiars and stuff like that.
Who wants to try not to?
Okay, let's see.
That's the class I chose because I wanted to be able to summon familiars.
Yeah, but those are only nearby, and I doubt there's a dragon.
Well, no, I'm just trying to figure out what kind of wizard I am.
So that's conjuration.
Conjuration. All right.
So conjuration, you do get a bonus at 2nd level. Let's see.
But we get to 3rd level.
Starting at 2nd level, you can select this. When you select this school, you can use your action to conjure up an inanimate object in your hand or on the ground of an unoccupied space that you can see within 10 feet of you. This object in your hand or on the ground can be no longer than 3 feet on the side and weigh no more than 10 pounds. It must be a non-magical object that you have seen before. And it is visibly magical, radiating a dim light about 5 feet. So that's something that you can do as many times as you want. as much as you want without using a spell slot or anything. That's just something that you get to do as a conjuration wizard.
Conjure up a bunch of piles of meat.
Whether or not that can help you, I don't know, but let me paste that in the chat for you so that you can have that for future reference.
Did we see any like drawings of Caltrix or whatever that you could create, like, I don't know, from the drawing or something? I don't know how that would work. But something that, like, maybe just even like its head, her head. So it looks like it's just been chopped off.
There is garbage spread throughout the room.
Okay.
Overturned tables and stuff.
Okay, so, I get a cobalt head. No, okay, I guess I get a cobalt head. And
okay, yeah, you can take it down from the wall.
yeah, and I put it on the table where she was. Like, I kind of prop it up. So, like, it looks like it's like his head's poking out.
Okay.
You know, like, and then the rest of her body is supposed to be, like, hidden behind it.
Okay.
And then I make the head look like her head.
Okay, I'll allow you to roll with advantage because of your conjuration thing. This isn't something that usually works for this, but I want you to be able to use the skill.
Okay.
But roll... Fuck, I gotta open the skill sheet again.
I don't know what I'm doing.
Roll deception with advantage.
Deception. Okay, so I have I don't have any. So, and I roll a 20, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, 19!
Alright.
I guess you should roll again just to see if you get a 20.
Yeah.
2. So I roll with a 19.
Okay, so while Kai is blocking the door, the wizard steps in and steals a kobold head off the wall, and using a mixture of magic, the debris in the room, some ice maybe, a flurry of different methods, you create a rather convincing looking fake dragon head poking out from behind the table.
Head.
I like to imagine its tongue's lolling out and its eyes are like all derpily rolled over.
Yeah, like from a distance, maybe in your peripheral vision, it definitely looks like Calcrix, but looking right at it, like there's something definitely off.
I can only do so much.
No, I was laughing at how mine's like, you make a convincing head.
From any other angle in which the backside of the table is able to be seen, it's not convincing whatsoever. But, Kai, what would you say from where you stand?
This is Kai we're talking about here. So I imagine her intelligence can be on par with goblins at certain times. So magic confuses the fuck out of her at times. So yeah, that looks pretty good to her.
Yep, Bob throws up a thumbs up.
Alright, cool. I run back to the room.
I feel like Bob giving us the thumbs up is the biggest vote of confidence that yes, this will work.
Kai finally squeezes her butt through the door.
Several hours later.
Are you gonna stay in there as Crumbslower goes in?
Crumbslower.
I'm gonna stand over here and like look at him.
I'm gonna stay there in the doorway area.
I guess I need to get an icon for Crumbslower.
I keep on hearing. I don't know if that's any of a better name.
What, Crumbslower?
Yeah, it keeps on sounding like different words. I'm just like, Brain, shut up.
God damn it, man. No, but Grandma whispers, come over here, just in case he tries to run out this way.
Yeah, sure, Grandma.
Are you still in the doorway?
I'm in the doorway. I'm like not right in the doorway.
She got her butt through enough that he can now like push past her butt, but it's still really uncomfortable.
Okay, so
like, you kind of gotta like.
He awkwardly shuffles past your ass and into the room, and the whole time, like he's shooting Bob this look of just like, "Are you fucking kidding me?" And Bob's just like nervously like shrugging at him, like, "I don't know, man, I don't know." And he goes in and he sees the dragon. What is? Let me pull up his perception here.
Oh my god! Please tell me he has a negative.
I'm rubbing my hands together.
Well, you rolled a 19, so yeah. He doesn't really seem to second guess it. He's pretty distracted by Kai right now, honestly.
Oh
My guy's fat ass.
And he looks up at you and he goes, are you guys planning on, like, hanging out for this? Because, I mean, I won't judge, but it gets kind of... I mean, it's a dragon.
I kind of want to hit him.
Give me a second. I'm thinking here. Because I'm the one in the room.
But I'm at the door. I could just point at him and go, pew!
Yeah, and then who's he going to turn around and want to hit? So
Me?
I'm trying to... It's a fighter. They usually go for the closest fucking thing. I know what I want to do. I'm just trying to find the words I want. Which is where I struggle.
He's not like going to make out with the dragon, is he?
What?
Well, it's just like I was thinking the hobgoblin's like it gets pretty weird, and I'm not sure if you want to stay for that. I'm like, is he going to make out with the dragon?
He's gonna kill it, and it's probably gonna be pretty graphic. So I'm trying to figure out how to work with it. Sorry, I'm asking if I can do something or not.
That's okay. Can you paste me the description?
Well, technically no, because he's not injured, so... Alright, I'm gonna do something else.
Because I want to allow this. I'm trying to figure out a way to, like, find a loophole and...
It's literally, we wrote it so unless this thing's, like, less than half dead, I can't do anything with it.
I mean, you are a fighter, though. Like, if you
You're the
were
one
to...
that wrote the fucking thing for her.
Well, what I'm saying is, if you were to turn on him right now, you would get an attack of opportunity.
Eat him, eat him, eat him, eat him.
So you would get that, and then you would get another attack. I can't tell you what his health is. That's the only flaw.
Yeah, but she's got a pretty nasty bite.
It'd be up to you.
Maybe just take off the arm that has the knife on it.
See, this is what I'm stuck between. Either trying to attack him, or making it look like Kai's the one that's gonna kill the fake dragon, so he assumes it's dead. And I'm not sure which option I want to do.
I'm trying to think of, like, what Bob can do to help in this situation. Bob sort of pats you on the head as Crumbslore is starting to survey the situation, not getting much of an answer, and he leans down to where he assumes your ear is, because I don't think you have them.
She has little ear holes.
Does she? Okay. He leans down to your little ear hole. And he goes, shit, what was the name of the other guy?
Crumbsler?
No, Crumbsler's the one in the room.
Baltalk?
Fucking names.
Baltalk or whatever? Baltic or...
Balto?
Oh, no, Dermbum.
Baltic is the one that has that was taken by the humans. I know that.
He goes,
I don't know for sure, but I'm pretty sure that Dermbum wants to eat this thing. So, even if it's dead, he's gonna be mad if he finds out there's no dragon to eat.
Alright, so I have to kill him.
Or we could leave. Leaving is preferable.
I want to know if you know
Me,
what
a
Baltic
goblin, I like the idea of leaving. With all of my limbs.
Need humans.
We can find the humans and leave the dragon fake thing to this guy. This guy right here. This guy.
like, he sees Crumbsore, like, turn around, seeing you guys talk, and he just sort of points at him, like, yeah, this guy right here. And Crumbsore turns back to trying to figure out how to walk across the ice here without falling and making an ass of himself.
Oh, come on, it'd be so easy to kill him.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I can do enough damage to get him below half health. Oh. I guess I'm gonna end up leaving the room? I don't know, because...
It's up to you. I'm going to be honest, there's very little penalty in this situation. This whole skit that you guys have panned out with the dragon here is not something that's in the book at all. Crumbslore is not a character that's really in this part of the book.
So there's no penalty if he finds a fake dragon.
I mean, if he finds a fake dragon, there could be a penalty.
Well, that's the whole thing I'm trying to prevent here, because once he goes over there and finds a fucking dragon head...
This is the improv part.
If Kai wants to leave, Grandma will totally leave with. But if she wants to stay, Grandma's willing to, like, pew pew from the door.
I'm just going to attack him because I don't know what else to do in this situation.
Sure. You get a free attack on him. You don't have to see if you hit for this one because it's just an attack of opportunity.
There goes his arm.
So you just roll your damage.
Well, it's also an attack with attempt to grapple, because she can do that.
Okay. Then just roll your damage, and you'll have to do a strength contest with him to grapple.
Shake him like a rag doll.
So 15 damage.
Okay.
Oh, she rolled a nat 20 for her strength check.
Yeah, no, he's 100. I'm not even gonna roll. He's 100% grappled. And like,
I mean, that's
when you
+4,
when you went to attack him, what did you use?
Her teeth.
Okay. So you just.
That's her strongest attack.
I'm imagining this from poor Bob's perspective. Because he's getting like the GoPro view of this.
Did he drop his sword?
Yeah, no, you sink your teeth into this guy as he starts to walk over towards the fake dragon, and you hear him let out a cry as just blood starts pooling down from your mouth. And yeah, you've definitely grappled him. He is bleeding and grappled.
But did he drop his sword?
Yeah, he dropped it, and he's screaming and trying to get out of your mouth. And he looks for a moment in like slow motion into the eyes of Bob, and Bob just shrugs.
Can I slide over on the ice on my butt? Way! And take the sword?
That's the last thing Grandma needs.
Let's let Kai do her next turn here, and then we can...
Oh, okay. I'll just come over here and slide.
See, I don't know what the hell his health is at, so...
he's bloody.
So he's actually bloody.
Yes.
I'm gonna say that's a good amount of damage there.
Alright, well, then I'm gonna use her, special there called Swallow.
Do you want to go ahead and read that description so the others can know you have this ability?
It's so fucking long, though.
Well, you summarize it.
Pretty much, she can... Any enemy that's her size class or smaller, that is grappled by my tentacles, which are in her belly. If their hit points are below half, I can make a strength contest to swallow them. On a failed save, the enemy is consumed. On a successful save, the enemy will get an attack of opportunity prior to being consumed. So either way, they get eaten. But if he, wins his strength check against me, which is near impossible, he gets a free swing, pretty much.
Yeah, no, and he failed that, and he is... how much damage did you say you did? 15?
She did 15, yeah.
Yeah. So he's definitely in a position for this.
So Kai kind of she has her main jaws, which are the ones in her face, like in this dude's shoulder, and she just kind of like rears up, and these jaws have not let go, and that belly mouth opens up, and there's all these tendrils in there that come out, and they grab this guy, and then she lets go from her main jaws and just pulls this guy into this maul, and it just slams shut. And
you guys hear his screaming as she is doing this, and just guttural primal, like, ah! And then you hear, like, the jaws clasp shut.
I was clapping! Yeah, shout!
And then silence. Bob is hesitant. Bob is glad that he's on top of your head.
Well, Kai, as long as Bob doesn't try and betray her, he's fine. If he tries to betray her, then he's just a little pint-sized snack.
He
I
is
think
also
Bob is-
at 4 health.
I think Bob is forever in your loyalty.
Yeah, no, you've made him both piss and shit himself already, and probably, if he wasn't sitting on your head, it probably happened again.
Can I have the door?
He clenched his button. He clenched everything in fear.
Everything
Sure,
is so scared, everything clenched up.
So yeah, I guess he did drop that big meat cleaver sword. I'll have to find some like item name for that.
Does anybody want this?
I think Kai's the only one who can physically move it. I don't know.
Well, she can't, but she figures if anybody who can, this should be a good thing to take. It's a big fucking sword that kills a dragon, y'all.
I'm
A
trying
small
to
dragon
like-
that's the size of a Great Dane.
It's still...
Have you encountered Great Danes? Great Danes are fucking huge!
Well, I'm saying the dragon can get bigger.
Well, yes, but also Great Danes are fucking huge!
Nobody wants this?
How? None of us are
I
strong
mean,
enough.
Kai can only do unarmed combat pretty much. That's how she's designed. So
Grandma's grumpy.
she actually takes a penalty
I'm
for
grumpy?
using weapons.
I'm just saying you're grumpy about the knife. I'm the grumpy wizard. I'm the
Alright,
grumpy
well.
tank wizard.
And I'm perpetually cheerful! Yay!
Fine. Nobody wants it. Gonna just rot here. Somebody come pick it up, and they're gonna kill one of us.
Hold on a second. I'm checking something because I have an idea for this item.
Should I go back over here?
Oh no,
Oh, no,
that's
I'm
only
just-
her armor that she gets a penalty for.
I think we had it so that you couldn't wield weapons. I don't remember now.
I don't see it on
I mean,
there.
I guess you can if you want to. I don't know
So-
how that would work. If
You
do
can.
you have opposable thumbs?
I mean,
Yes.
yes, but like she's never really needed a weapon. She's always been like she would pretty much put it in her mouth and then run around with it,
Yes!
like
Yes.
like a freaking.
What have you got? A
Blade
knife!
Yes! Yes, do it. I don't know why
Pretty
that's a
much
great
like
image.
a blade liger, if you're familiar with them.
Look,
They have a blade on either side of their jaw.
Yes.
I
This is
mean,
fucking ridiculous.
for the time being, she could pick it up until she gets bored with it.
I'm checking something very quickly. Okay. Bob is proficient in long swords.
no!
Yes!
So
This thing counts as a
you can
long
give it
sword.
to
What?
Bob if he wants.
I think Kai's gonna hold on to it for a little
Okay.
while until she decides what else to do with it, or drops it because she's bored.
Don't give it to Piss Boy over here.
Does she carry it in her mouth like the knife doggo in the Discord?
Oh, I didn't need to post that a dog in the Discord.
No, Cat did.
Yeah.
Yeah, but think like a dog with like, I guess more like a tree branch.
Yes.
So now she has to figure out how to get through doors.
Yeah,
again.
the first thing you do is you try to turn around and walk out the door and just like fucking clothesline yourself with it. So I'm gonna try and base this thing off of an an already existing item if I can. But I'll get you the stats for it later. I don't think you'll be using it immediately,
Yeah.
but if you want to, I'll come up with something quick.
I just thought of something.
What?
Yeah.
Linus has a
No,
long
no,
sword
no,
that you-
it'll wait until we're in the
Okay.
next fight.
I have a question for the DM.
Sure.
Is there any way, can we just like fast track back to the kobolds and then fast track back to where we left off in the dungeon?
Yes. So if you guys are heading back to the kobolds, that's exactly what I was going to allow.
Oh, good. Let's see how this plays out.
So is that where you're headed to back to the other place?
Yeah, let's go.
Where is that other place?
It's all
here?
the way down
Let
there.
me see if I still have that part of the map.
'Cause I
Hell
don't-
yeah, I do. All right, y'all are coming back over this way.
Whee!
Where's the images? Oh! Oh!
Oh,
So we've got some missing icons over here, so hold on.
We need that queen. There's the dude bros up there.
These goblins better be, like, totally happy I saved their lives.
Yeah, but now you're bringing the dragon in who wants the kobold throne, so this is gonna be fun.
I mean, I don't know. The kobold queen could always get another throne.
Okay, that's how monarchs do. They're like, yeah, I can just get another.
Get a fancier throne.
Oops, I somehow teleported all 4 of them and a door.
Yeah! Kai,
Oh wait, there's 2 Meebos!
Oh no!
I killed one. Oh.
You killed it with your brain. How about that, Grandma?
Alright. So
The
you
scanners
guys
did.
head back. I guess all of you, I'm just gonna cluster fuck you guys together here and bring you over this way.
Wee!
Oh.
Kai has Bob hide behind her.
Oh, Bob's gonna make another stealth roll.
Oh no.
Not Bob, just...
Bob,
thing
come
is
on,
bigger
you're
than you.
small.
So I'm gonna use his actual character sheet I have now. I think he's at a way higher level, but I'll just use the same stats because I don't think anything changes. Oh god, there goes that die.
Bye, Dad.
Back in the bed.
Goodbye.
Has been eaten by the covers.
Consume.
Okay, yeah, he rolled really good stealth this time. So he's hidden.
Where's the
alright,
queen
you
at?
guys? She is at the end of the hall. I have to scroll up in the book a little ways, because I don't think I've read this part of the book in a long time.
Fancy.
I didn't anticipate you guys to actually bring her back this quickly. Alright.
Well, at least we're doing something right. If you said bring back. Oh, no, that was for the end. Oh, well, whatever.
Sorry, hold on. I've got to find the spot in the book in which you actually return. 'Cause I don't know if it ever addresses that.
I started working on the 80s campaign
Oh,
good.
sweet.
and working on it. I got, like, the basic, like, main route, but I don't know, should I add side quests or just keep it basic?
Side quests are always fun. Like,
Yeah.
you don't have to put a ton of them in.
Yeah,
I was gonna say,
maybe 1 or 2.
I mean, what you guys have just done now with the dragon is technically a side quest.
you could technically add some of the stuff from my Rickon character's weird ass backstory that I created and put too much depth into. Why did I put so much effort into this thing?
Well, just give me, well, I do need information, but that information I'll ask you guys individually.
Cool.
Because there is stuff I need to know for certain parts of the game
Okay.
that you could share with others, but usually the thing that I'm going to ask is I'm going to be like, yeah, I need to know.
It's a secret, don't tell anybody.
I already told mine one of the pieces of treasure you get.
Is it a
I'm
disco
really
ball?
No, it's
Oh.
fucking amazing. You ask mine, she'll agree it's fucking amazing.
Mine was the prize.
Wait, for what? Oh. No, it's
Yeah.
great. I'm so fucking excited for that fucking prize.
I'm excited.
What is it? Autograph?
Oh yeah, autograph.
Okay. Okay. So you guys return to the Hall of the Dragon sculptures here, the dragon pillars, where Eustrel's throne is at the end. Meepo looks really nervous because the entire time on this trip back, Calcrix has not shown him any favor whatsoever. She is at his throat, ready to assault.
Well, so is Grandma. It's all right.
I hold Meebo like a small child.
He is old.
He is old. So yeah, you carry him through here like a small infant. The other kobolds kind of give him a look, but they don't interfere in any way. But you approach towards the end of the Kobold Hall, and Yustral catches a glance of you and sees the dragon and kind of gestures for you to come forth.
I put Meebo down.
He is downed.
So, Your Highness, we have brought back the dragon, but the dragon has a few conditions in order for her to stay.
Conditions?
Well, 1, she doesn't want to be treated like a pet anymore. 2, she wants respect. And 3, she wants to have your throne room.
I see. Well, 1 and 2 are negotiable, but 3, we have some issues.
Stop laughing, Grandma.
I forgot what her accent was. I can't remember what I did for.
Just a very regal.
You're doing
Random pauses, like William Shatner.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Okay.
So the dragon, she wants. Oh, what is that?
She was kind of like Meepo.
Yeah, I've lost my Yustral touch. So the dragon, she definitely wants a horde. It's just understandable.
There you go.
But I cannot give up my throne to the dragon. I must lead my people.
Well, I'm not saying the dragon will be in charge. It just wants a big room to hang out in. And I want to make her own throne room, maybe.
Well, she had her own throne. She had her own cage. That was the dragon's room.
That she did not like the cage. The cage, she will not go back to that cage. She wants a big.
It was cozy.
No, it was not.
Perfect size for a little dragon like her.
No, she wants big room.
And this for the return of her. She will stay with us and guard us from the goblin.
Yes, and I also am going to give her some jewels too.
You're speaking a lot for her.
Dragon!
I have a name!
I forgot. I'm sorry, Calcrix. Sorry, my apologies. Calcrix.
I love that Dragundi's just floating in the void there. Floating in the void.
So, just so everyone's clear, and you're part of the negotiations, if they give you your own throne room and don't treat you like a pet anymore, you will protect them from the goblins.
Ah, I still want to eat Meepo.
If you can't eat Meebo.
Yustral raises a brow, and she looks like she was definitely considering that.
No one eat Meebo. Actually, Meebo's coming with me. All right.
You wish to take Meepo with you?
Yeah, I'll take Meebo.
Meepo gets no say in this?
Meebo, do you want to come or no?
I mean, this Meepo's home.
Yeah, but they want to eat you, Meebo.
Okay.
Oh.
It's okay.
Does Meepo have to go underground?
No.
Meepo can stay here while you go underground.
Yes.
Okay.
But no one, you'll have to, be extra careful. Make sure no one eats you.
Oh. He looks back at the dragon. She hisses at him. Yustral claps her hands together and says, "Fine. We'll agree to these terms."
Alright, good, excellent. Okay, dragon gets his own throne room, doesn't treat you like a pet, you don't get eaten by goblins.
Are we going
Alright.
to rescue the other goblins?
Oh, yeah. And we have to let these, now that I brought this dragon back, you have to let these goblins go.
Well, I was going to give you some sort of reward, but if that is what you wish to take for your reward, then...
Look, I'll pay
I
for the
suppose.
goblins. I'll pay for the goblins and we'll get the reward.
You will pay the same amount for the goblins as the goblins pay for their
Yes.
ransom.
Yes.
Ransom.
All right.
How much? How much gold is that?
Hold on while the DM looks that up.
I just imagine the queen just kind of, brings out, her ancient calculator and starts calculating on it.
She pulls out an abacus.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Kai, from the back of the room, because she's loud as fuck anyway, just yells, "We're humans!"
Hold on, I'm still trying to figure out what it doesn't have a price on them.
So make one up.
Yeah, well, I don't know how much money you guys have. I'll say
I have a ton of gold.
You have all of the gold because you haven't redistributed it.
Oh, I got stuff, but I ain't sharing it.
15 gold each, I guess.
Alright, so 15 times 4 is math.
60. That's
Alright.
not that bad compared to how much we have.
Alright, so I hand over 60 gold.
All right, and she gestures to one of the guards, and the guards goes over to the cage door to unlock it for you, and once you are ready to head out, they'll hand you the chain with the row of 4 goblins. So with that,
can I do something real quick?
what are you interested in doing?
I want to talk to Caltrix. I want to approach her, but I'm doing it like, like an old woman does. Like, oh, give me a minute. I'm not harmful.
Oh, also, the reward was the key, yeah? Okay, because we want that.
Yes,
What?
you may take the key. And as thanks for bringing us back our Caltrix, you may have one of the items. And she gestures to the dragon throne that she sits upon. There are 3 different objects. There is a quail's feather token. There are 3 spell scrolls. And there is a small flask that contains 3 doses of an elixir of health.
I say get the elixir of health, but that's just me. Also,
Why am I full health again?
Oh, your health will return to normal when you go to the other page.
Okay.
Yeah, this one was left over from the last time you guys were here. I didn't build the whole map on one thing like I should have.
I go over to Calcrix. I'm like, it was nice knowing you, and I give her 3 of my Peridot jewels.
She happily takes them.
I hope to never
And
see you
stuffs
again.
them into the bag that she is slowly getting used to use.
Alright.
Kai yells again.
Oh,
Same
yeah.
question.
What was the question?
We're humans. You forget she does not have a large vocabulary.
Eustrel Eustrel's small, guys, so she can't really see past all of you to see
You
Kai.
can hear that bitch yelling.
Yeah, she's trying to look at you to answer your question, but you're pretty far out of her vision with all these tall people. And she taps the side of her throne and goes, well, I already told you everything I know about the humans. You were off on the quest to find them, back with the goblins.
Does the key lead to the underground or no? It's just through the goblin area.
Truth be told, I have never used the key. It has been here as long as we have.
Oh yeah, wasn't there like a whole key back near the freaking front of the freaking whole shebang?
Yeah.
There is a dragon carving. We have never bothered to investigate.
Why not?
We simply live here. We have no need to investigate. We fend for our lives every day.
And you don't get curious about the mysterious door and the mysterious key. You guys are not.
When a kobold gets curious, usually it results in a kobold being killed.
Okay, fine.
Let's be frank here.
Okay, fine. I'll give you that.
That was funny.
For example, I believe Meepo has been hit at some point by the old one. I see the bruise on his head.
I brought him back to life, too. I am his unmaker. And
So you guys, like I said, you can pick from one of the 3 items as a group.
I say
I
healing.
would like that health.
So that's 2 votes for the healing.
Oh, okay.
Is that what you guys decided to take?
Well, who wants the healing? You want the healing, Sushi?
Yeah.
Okay, you can have it.
Well,
Oh,
it's a flask that has 3 doses of
Or,
an elixir
now
of
that we're
healing.
in this room, we could actually rest for a little bit.
You can.
True.
Alright, you want to have a long rest?
I don't think she's gonna kick us out. I mean,
Yeah, let's take a rest and let's take the potion anyways if we're gonna. Always good to have health.
Yeah.
Oh, I can finally remember the fact that I have the Song of Rest, which, beginning at 2nd level, you can use soothing music or oration to revitalize your wounded allies during a short rest. If you or any... I couldn't remember this during the fucking short rest. Fuck! Shit!
Alright, well, we're resting up.
Long rest.
Alright, so you guys are doing a long rest. This is an overnight, it's 8 hour interrupted rest. You have the option to do other things during that time, like you can study or something along those lines. I don't know. There's other stuff that you can choose to do.
I want to talk to the dragon.
I talk to the goddamn dragon.
My character's probably going to go somewhere and practice his music and serenade everybody.
Well,
yeah,
you see,
the only reason I bring it up, we don't have to do it now, but like in future campaigns and stuff, there are things that you can do to like benefit yourself during the long rest. Like you can advance skills and make certain skills higher and certain other things. But yeah, the elixir of healing, you get... Oh, it doesn't look like it actually heals health.
What?
What?
What's the point of having an elixir of health if it doesn't heal you with health?
What?
it's close. Maybe
What
like
does
a
it
Band-Aid.
do?
Hold on, I want to see if I can find this in the 5th edition book, because I feel like that's wrong.
That does seem very wrong. What?
Here, have this healing thing that doesn't heal.
Well, it heals like status conditions.
Oh.
But, so it's like a what is it? A full
Band-Aid.
heal thing in Pokemon, but it doesn't actually heal you. Hold on.
A status, cure.
Oh, this. Let me
Full
see.
heal.
Spells. Where's this item list? Trinkets, food and drink.
Food and drink.
Food.
I got goldfishes.
Mounts and animals. You are not buying an animal. Tools.
We already have enough animals following us.
You already have a horse.
We have
Do I have a horse?
Me.
Do you guys have a horse? You have a horse?
Candy is
You
the
are a
horse.
horse.
We got
I am the horse. I am the horse.
a gnome.
No.
She's like, wait, do you have a horse? And he's like, no, I'm the horse. Somehow everybody simultaneously forgets that my character is called the unicorn for a reason.
Well, you know, we're not supposed to know. Like, our characters don't really know that you're a character. So we're just in character. Jeez.
I've loudly declared myself a unicorn.
Yeah, but we don't believe you.
Oh.
I don't care. That's the thing. I don't care until I see evidence, and then I will probably ask for something.
You'll
There's
get nothing.
No information in regards to this stupid potion. I
Alright,
feel like
what do
this
the
is
other two things do?
a good fucking question. The goddamn thing doesn't tell me.
Maybe they're just tokens.
You can just
Well-
make shit up.
There are 3 spell scrolls. Spell scrolls can be used by any magic user, I believe. If it's within your class, like if the spell on it is within your class. But it's basically like you can add that to your spell book without having to, like, you get just like a free spell to add to your spell book.
Nice.
So the feather token,
Makes us fly?
looks like a feather.
But does
Different
nothing.
types of tokens exist. So it has a symbol on it.
What do the... I don't understand what a token does.
Just a token.
Like a token of my affection?
No, like a token, like, here, this thing's cute, have it.
Wizard, would you mind doing an Arcana check on the token for me?
Sure.
Wizard.
Wizard!
Grandma, would you like to help me or no?
Okay, I mean, my arcana is 0, but I can use help.
My arcana is +4.
Alright, I will help. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'm not gonna help. I've got 4. I'm busy with this dragon.
I rolled an 8, but then I have a +4, so that's 12.
Okay, you know, looking at this token, that it is something that has magical properties. You know, having studied magic in the past, that these tokens are often made with several different symbols, and each symbol will signify what it can do. The symbol on this one is a tree. And though you don't know exactly what that might do, you do know that it has something magical involving trees.
Grows apples and gives you food.
I don't know.
You can do what I do with the whistle that I've completely forgotten about the existence of because I haven't been able to use it.
I used that fucking whistle religiously in our campaign. I used it in future campaigns. I loved it so much.
Can I use the token more than once?
With a roll like that, I'd say you know that they are reusable.
They are?
They are not.
They are not. Okay.
Bless you.
I don't know. What do you guys want to do?
Drugs? No,
I want to talk to the dragon.
I know,
So
but
we-
first let's choose an item then. You can
I
talk
know,
to
that's
the
why I'm like, I don't. Well, there's a quail token, right?
I'm letting everybody else decide while I grab myself water.
Okay.
So we got a quail token. We got elixir that doesn't actually heal anybody. And what is the last one we got?
I'm gonna like retcon that stupid potion because I don't think that's fair to get something called an elixir of healing that doesn't actually heal.
And what's the last one?
3 spell scrolls.
So we can only choose one of those?
You can choose one of those 3 like groups of items. Yeah.
So we can't have all 3. Okay. Healing stuff is always nice, but to learn new spells would probably come in handy.
Alright, Grandma, since we've been fighting a lot, I'm going to show you some truths and say if you want to keep all 3 of those spell things, you can.
We got one tank that can't use spells, so we gotta consider that too.
Wait, what?
We got one
spells.
person in our party who can't use spells.
Do you want to give it to Kai?
No, I thought we were
Kai actually can't
Hey.
learn spells right now.
Yeah.
There's a chance if you want to, you can do a single class of wizard when you level up, or something like that, if you qualify, and you can learn spells. But that's up to you.
Well,
That's
I'm just
something you
saying,
would have to like decide for when you level up.
as a team, like she's trying to do this as a team. Like, okay, what do you guys think we should get? The spell thing or the thing? Because if we got spells, most of us know magic.
Oh
but-
wait, shit! I'm sorry. I'm mistaking these for something else. I think the way spells work is that you just get a free like use of that spell. Like you read the scroll and then it casts that spell and then it disappears.
Yeah,
So it do-
I
it doesn't-
can't read, so
It doesn't expend a spell slot, so you just get a free spell.
I say since we've been having such trouble with health, we get the healing thing.
Hurrah! Go for it.
Alright, well, I guess I'll take the elixir
Okay.
of healing.
you're
take
the
the elixir.
responsible one. So
I guess
Is
I am
she?
responsible. I'm coming, I'm getting it. And going to come over and get it.
Okay, so you take that, and I will make a note to figure out how much that should heal. Like, I'm gonna find a reasonable healing potion for you.
Cool.
So can I talk to the dragon?
Yes.
Yes.
So, Calcrick, did you know I killed him and I brought him back?
Why?
Because they were all bitching at me to bring him back. Like, I don't fucking know either, man. But then she asked, she's like, I gotta trade with you. Can I have a couple of your scales for 2 treasures? Let me
Roll
show you.
persuasion.
Let me show you these treasures, though. That might give me an advantage.
This is true. You've
So
learned
she's-
your DM well.
So what she offers is going to be one of sushi scales that she got. And she's also going to, you know how she had the cobalt teeth from the first game we played and the
Mhm.
horse leather? Well, she made a necklace out of the cobalt teeth. So
Oh.
she's going to offer that and one of sushi scales for a couple of your scales.
Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Come on, they're nice gifts.
They are.
Oh no. I rolled a 1. This is terrible.
That's okay. You roll again and you're gonna take the higher one.
Okay. It's like, oh god, she's gonna fight me. Okay, I rolled a 9. What's with advantage? Oh, that's the advantage. Yeah, 9.
And that's with your your persuasion.
my
or whatever that
persuasion?
is. I think it might be charisma.
Charisma? Okay, because charisma. Oh, yeah. Okay, 9. That's 14.
Wow, you have high charisma.
I have a 5 in charisma.
What the fuck?
I know. Wink, wink, wonk.
So what was it?
It was 14.
Yeah, okay. So she's willing to do that trade with you.
Okay, I put the necklace on her neck.
She boasts it proudly, and she kind of like she knows they're kobold teeth, so she fixes Meepo with a look, and he flinches.
That's exactly why I gave it to
I hold Meepo
so yeah,
again.
you acquire a couple of dragon scales. Go ahead and roll d6 to figure out how many you get.
4.
Okay, you get 4 dragon scales, and we can probably come up with a numeric value for them if you want.
No.
You just want the dragon scale. Okay.
Yeah, that's what she's here for, to collect and to get shit, and she's willing to make a trade.
I don't know if this should be a greater potion of healing or not. You'll
Man, with my inspiration, I just like mine. Can I get a dire boar? Can God send me a dire boar?
At some point, I'm sure God will.
I hope so. I hope
If not,
that
your hag God will.
Well, yes, Sedgeloon. I will ask Sedgeloon. And then I will ask, even if it's the end of the game, Grandma's going to ride off into the sunset on her. If she survives.
Okay. Let's go ahead and say it's a greater potion of healing.
Alright.
So you get three doses of a greater potion of healing.
Alright. Greater.
And how much is that?
When you drink this potion, you regain 4d4 plus 4.
Nice.
Alright.
Are you writing that down, Sushi?
You know what? I am trying to type as fast as
No,
I can.
I just didn't know if you were, because you had it. I was just
Yeah, I'm
asking.
writing it down. 3 doses.
Oh, I just fucking saw the dog with the knife.
Let me copy and paste.
Copy pasta.
Uh,
Nice. That's a good one.
Alright, so you have successfully reunited the kobolds with their dragon. You have spared Meepo's life.
Fortunately.
Meepo is going to stay here with the kobolds while you guys proceed with your adventure.
I'll miss you.
But he has agreed to come with you, Sylvan, and I'm going to just assume at this point that you are going to take him under your wing as your apprentice for the future.
Yes.
So we can update his character sheet to a wizard's apprentice,
Yay.
which I can find now. I think it starts as a human, but I'll modify it for you if you want.
Everybody.
This is if you decide to bring him along with future games.
Yeah.
Who wants to come eat some food? I'm making dinner.
However, it's full of poop.
It's not poop. She has more than poop. She has meat and wine and goblin ears and lizard bones and giant rat entrail. You know, the whole good food stuff.
What kind of meat?
Well, I mean, goblin ears were mentioned, so...
Yeah, goblin ears, rancid meat. The goblins ate it, and they're just fine after we killed them, but that's not our problem. I got some algae. Like the cloaker meat, I turned into jerky. It's pretty good.
Okay, I'll try the cloaker jerky.
Okay,
My character is going to opt out again.
I'm hungry.
enjoy the. Well, she has algae. You can eat that. Are you a vegan?
No, he's not a vegan. I mean, my character's confused, but he's just mostly just like, goblin ears don't sound very appetizing.
She got algae.
All right. So during your long rest, you all regain all of your hit points and all of your expended spell slots.
Sweet.
You also acquire, along with your health potion, the key from the throne. Is there a name for that key? Yeah, if you if you decided to take that.
Yeah, we did. Dragon key.
Yep, you got the dragon key.
I
She
think I
also
should go
gave
to that.
you. Oh no, she was gonna give you gold, but you gave her gold.
Yeah.
Can I say that, like, early into the rest, I got drunk and I danced around?
So
But I'm okay now.
I'm gonna say that Kai has probably released the other 4 goblins. Whether
Okay, so
people wanted her to or not, because they're chains and she just says fuck chains. So now she's got like 5 kids.
So yeah, you
She's just the jungle gym now.
you take the chains off the goblins, and I guess in this time I'm gonna stealth for Bob to see if he can like slip into the pack without the kobolds noticing. And he does.
Woohoo!
So Bob has weaseled his way into your group of goblins unnoticed by the kobolds, and they seem to notice that there's more than they remember, but they don't bother to count heads. So you just have 5 young goblin noids here next to you.
I imagine they're just kind of like hanging off of her. Like, she's got all them spines
You're
and
a
stuff.
possum!
Yeah, like a possum.
Yep, and for 8 hours you have 5 children.
She doesn't mind. She doesn't seem to mind that much.
I'm drunk.
Especially if they tell her stories. She likes those.
I guess Urki during this time just decides to kick it with you guys.
Can I start a fight with her?
I don't know if Urki's supposed to come with you for the remainder of the game. I feel like he's useless.
No, he has cure wounds, and he's not going to use it on himself because he knows that I would kill him if he does.
Because like it introduces him to the game, and he's on coming with you guys, but then it never mentions him again.
Well, he reads Goblin, so that might be in handy. Come in handy.
Oh, that's true. None of you guys read Goblin. Okay.
I guess
he'll-
Oh, I was gonna ask.
Oh, that's right. You have 5 goblins.
Are we going to take 5 goblins?
Apparently.
Well, I gotta take them home. And I need to find the humans.
I was gonna say also, can my character try to see if anybody actually understands a single lick of Dwarvish in here, just to see if they can understand what the fuck this whistle says?
Urki does. Urki reads Dwarvish.
I thought you said he doesn't.
He doesn't? He might not. Fuck.
No, he speaks it now. He speaks it. Shh.
Yeah, we'll just say he speaks it now, because I think I am going to get rid of him, because I feel like he's just taking up space. He'll hang out here with the kobolds until you guys get back.
We can just eat him.
Well, I'm gonna ask him what the whistle says, because otherwise they'll be like blowing into the air and causing random shenanigans.
Back to your whistle. He reads it, and he says, what was his voice?
Irish.
Oh, he was Irish, wasn't he?
What are you reading?
Oh, God.
What are you reading?
Why did I do this to myself?
He's also very religious.
Yeah, he's a Christian man.
He's is he Catholic?
Wait,
Lord and Jesus. Holy.
Yeah, no. Oh, don't you know?
No, you're Canadian now.
What is the Irish accent?
Just say top of the morning, and then you just keep going.
Top of the morning to you.
Have you ever listened to Jack
I
Sex?
see,
I just do
alright.
that.
Just
I'm
roll
also
with it.
doing the Ganon orc voice, except less gruff. Alright, let's see. Let's take a look here at your whistle. You'll have to bear with me. My Dwarvish is a little bit off key. I haven't had to read this for a long time. But it looks here like the name of your whistle is carved in here. It says Nightcaller.
I thought you said Nightcrawler, and I was thinking X-Men.
No, it's the Nightcaller.
Oh god, we have a skeleton with us, don't we?
No,
No, we don't.
you killed him a while ago.
Okay, I was like, oh, hey.
He died.
But
Again.
I know a little bit about these sorts of relics. Casually pulls up the wiki page.
He just like kind of like goes underneath his like cape, just like, oh shit, where's that one?
he's pulling out his phone and is trying to like.
Pulls out a fucking phone. We're just like, the fuck?
Have you guys ever
Alright.
seen Kaiju Watch? Not something Watch. Puke. Where are
Okay.
those like Japanese.
Yokai Watch?
Yokai Watch, thank you.
Yeah, they're yokai.
Yokai. There's this one yokai, and his name's like Whisper or something like that, and he pretends to be a know-it-all, but every time like something comes up, he has to like pretend to look. He has to like pretend not to be looking at anything, but he's like looking up his tablet.
So let's have you ever heard of a race called the Duergar?
No.
Draugr? No.
Since I'm around this, can I roll to history?
Sure, go ahead, yeah.
Alright, let's do this. If hopefully I don't get a fucking shit.
As a character, as a person who Candy really know what those are when he doesn't know what a drow is, and he's a drow.
Yeah, especially because they're very close to drow.
God damn it.
I like to imagine that like Urki assumes I know, but I'm just like, nope.
No, it's 5, so I'm way too fucking drunk to even understand.
Yeah, he asks that, and Granny's just like, I know that stuff's the stuff that gathers on trees in the morning.
Yeah!
He just kind of shakes his head. No. The Duergar are getting kind of gruff there. They're sort of like the dwarven version of drow. So like
tiny?
dark dwarves. But they made these whistles a long time ago. It's called the Night Caller, as I said already, and they are enchanted with a spell for animating the dead. So at night, and only at night, when you blow this whistle, you can affect. You can animate the dead or a dead creature nearby, and you can only do this once every week.
Whoa!
But if you blow the whistle every night, you'll be able to keep on to that animated dead for 24 hours at a time. Just keep in mind, because after the spell wears off, you no longer have control of it.
I had to go to the bathroom. We're back.
I've learned a thing.
So yeah, with that in mind, you can use this whistle only during night. So, and because you're currently in a dungeon, you have no idea what time of day it is. But when you use the whistle and it is nighttime and there is a dead body nearby, you will animate that dead creature under your command. And you can continually blow the whistle once every 24 hours to regain control over it for up to a week. But if you don't blow the whistle within a 24-hour time period, the animate spell or the control that you have over it will wear off and the creature may turn on you.
Let's test it on Meepo.
I think it hasn't been more than a week though, so we can't really do that.
Oh, well, just kill him and see what happens. Sushi out of the room.
I think this is only your second day in the dungeon.
Yeah,
We've only been here for 2 days? What the fuck? What?
Oh, yeah.
3 days at the very least seems more plausible.
Because you only took.
Queen get off the throne?
You might have been here for 3 days at this point. Because you
Can I
took,
sit on
I think,
the throne?
2 short rests. No, Eustrel's sitting there.
Damn it. I can sit on her. I mean, she's about the same size.
She is, but she also has 3 guards in the room.
Well, I could sit on them. I sit on the dragon, but I won't.
Sit on one of the guards, just confuse the fuck out of them. They're just like, why are you sitting on me?
Because she's fucking drunk right now. That's why she keeps running around.
Well, I suppose when my character's not doing anything, he just idly plays his lute.
Yep, so while you guys rest, you regain everything, and then I assume that you're heading back into the goblin area.
Yeah, I suppose you should wait for Stuart to come back before we do anything.
Oh, yeah.
No. I'm
I gotta scroll back down to where I was on our
So we get all our spell slots back, too?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Yay!
And our health. Yay.
Yep, a long rest is essentially like everything restarts.
When do we get, do we level up this game, or do we stay at the second one?
You do level up.
Okay. Did you mention that? I'm like, do we?
Yeah, no, I'm doing it on like a checkpoint system where once you get to a certain area, you should be this level. I can't personally keep track of how many experience points you get per thing that you kill. Especially because I keep introducing things that aren't in the book. It's like, oh no, I have added too many things that you have easily explained.
Okay, yeah, for my campaign, I'm gonna do the same. Because I was thinking, I was like, I don't know if I want to do, like, level up to a 2. Because I want to keep it as simple, you know? It's not going to be, like, a complicated game, because it's my first one.
More experienced DMs can do it the other way, but I can't, so it's easier just to do the checkpoint system.
I'm excited. I've been working.
Yeah, I've discovered it's really annoying sometimes, especially in like games. Like I know there's like a whole certain point of like a certain degree behind it, but I don't want to be like 12 levels behind everybody because I haven't playing. But it just seemed like that's one of the main reasons I stopped playing the vampire game with my other friends, because I kept on missing it. And like that one day, I know that I was ludicrously far behind everybody in level, so I'm just like, okay, no.
Yeah, that's how my current game is, but my DM's really lenient about like, okay guys, you're not going to get that much experience, but this person is because they did something different, I guess. I don't know. I want you guys to stay the same.
So how many goblin children are we taking?
You currently have 5.
I like how you say currently have, as if we're going to get more.
I wouldn't put it past you guys.
I mean, we had 3 NPCs with us at one time. I mean, at this point...
We're just delivering them back home.
Sylvan, what are you doing? Are you drunk too?
No, I'm just anxious. I'm like, oh god, now I have to go back, do this.
Yeah, we're gonna leave, aren't we?
Yeah.
Everybody's here?
Nope.
Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of, sort of.
I'm gonna jump back over to the other page then.
Bye, Meebo.
Turgundy is here in our hearts.
Oh,
Where-
Turgundy, I miss her so much. She's Grandma's daughter.
What you say?
Oh, I miss her. Grandma misses her.
I wouldn't be surprised if you like look it up and then like that's one of the songs that you can play.
Probably.
Okay, I'm gonna just change a few little things here.
Why is the 9 and the 6 on the same side of this dice?
That's how they get you.
I know. You think they would put them on opposite sides?
No. Yeah. What the fuck?
There is no longer a dragon.
Oh no. My fish. How you doing?
My fish.
So in a 24-hour time period, you guys, when you do go back, you do know that there are a couple of rats still wandering around. I'm assuming you don't provoke them, or you don't make an effort to provoke them.
Grandma's got enough. Ooh. Kai, you want to adopt some? Rats are good pets.
No, she's got enough.
Everybody
Y'all need to heal yourself.
Yeah, because we've changed tabs now.
I don't know what Bob's max health is. Oh,
I
you got
fixed
it.
him.
I'm still a little mad he's got more than me.
What's his health?
28.
What?
Jesus! He's got more than me too. What the fuck?
What the hell?
He was a monster that you were supposed to fight. Therefore, he was supposed to have more health.
That's
If it makes you feel better, Urki has 17.
Is
And
Urki
Meebo
coming
only
with
gets
us?
5?
Huh?
Meebo
Is Urki
only gets
coming?
5.
Urki's coming with you right now.
Okay.
But you are back in the goblin archery. You notice that it hasn't really been used much.
Hmm.
Alright,
All right. Well, let's go.
yo, Bob, can you check the food storage area to make sure no one's there?
Why should I?
Because you're a goblin and no one's going to suspect you.
Yeah, asshole.
All right. He wanders in, and he's in there for a minute or two, and then he kind of pokes his head back out and looks at you guys. What the fuck did you do in there?
It's a bird.
Everything's covered in ash.
I just kind
That
of look
was
at
our
Grandma.
food supply.
I look at Grandma, then I look back at
I'm
Bob,
just like,
and just like,
I look at Bob like, You want to fight me? Because I'm more than willing to kill you. Like, so
No.
Yeah, exactly.
He just kind of steps up next to Kai. He's kind of adopted her as bodyguard now.
Kai picks him up on her way past, and she wants to go back to where we left off at. Because we've already been in all these other rooms.
Wait, what is this? Is this a door? I'm trying to. My thing's not working. The arrow, is that like a door?
No,
What is
that's
that?
Up top. That was my ping tool because I didn't have one last game.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't have one now, so.
Yeah, I want to return to this place.
Okay.
I miss Meebo.
Return to the scene of the crime.
Bye, old man.
Oh, bye. Oh, who moved him?
I did. Yeah, because I thought I could. Wait.
Do you have control over him?
Yes.
You do. Okay.
When will I get my own magical
When you stop threatening to eat them.
You're not responsible enough.
I thought she couldn't even finish the sentence.
This thing tried to kill me, and that guy, well, he's just an ass. I didn't try to kill him. I just like to make his life hell, like, you know, shut doors on his face.
I mean, I feel like you just answered your own question.
Before you guys come into this room, Bob stops you guys out in the pantry area.
Well, up here? Or?
Down here. He looks into the room, and there are two goblins visible at the front here, and it's kind of like they're on patrol at this point. And they're making their rounds, one of them on each side. So if one of them were here, the other one is on the opposite side.
It's like that. Like
Kai
that one
is gonna look at Bob, and Bob is such a weird name.
I mean, it's Bog.
Oh, Bog.
But it becomes interchangeable.
I thought it was Bob.
If I show his name, do you see it?
Yeah, now I can actually remember that.
I can't.
It doesn't show for you guys because she's in control.
Oh, okay.
Well, she looks at Bog, and she says, damn it, I just had it in my head a minute ago. There's some kind of weird clicking sound outside that's distracting me.
It's your soul.
It's a weird sound for my soul to make. She says to him, while gesturing to all of the other ones on her back, take them home, find humans.
You want me to leave?
Take me, find humans, take them home.
Okay, so take them home. Come back, find you.
I go. Too.
But I want to come with you.
I go with you. Take them home. Find humans.
Out there?
Find humans.
Yeah, no, I got that part.
I'm making ash angels.
Okay.
All right. How about this? I take those guys, and I walk them through the hallway back to the Goblin City, and I leave them there, and then I come back for you. I mean, let's face it, I'm having a better life with you than I ever did.
She looks like she's thinking for a minute, and she says, if I come with, take them home, he more likely to tell me we're humans.
Jeez. Maybe. See, this is the hard part. So we used to have a leader, and then the new guy came in and killed our leader. The new guy's not so great, and he doesn't really like me.
She's just straight up like, I kill him.
I mean, that might work.
I mean, we can kill him and then put you
I
in
kill
charge.
him. Find humans.
Wait, did anybody? I don't know if I was in this room with the trap door when it said like Baltic or whatever had the humans or took the humans.
Oh yeah, no. Bellic definitely has the humans.
So
Is
we
he the
should
one in
go
charge
back.
now?
Well, he has 2 of the humans.
Are they brother and sister?
Well, there's a sister. The brother might be more like hamburger.
Oh, delicious!
What happened?
You remember how I said that thing about how we had a leader? The guy came, killed that leader, and now he's the leader.
Mm-hmm.
Well, that new guy may or may not have killed the brother.
Okay.
Oh my god! We're gonna find them and everybody's gonna be dead by the time we get to them, I swear!
That's why she's like, we should go to Baltic now.
Well, I can tell you one thing: the 2 ladies, they were definitely alive.
2
Nice.
ladies.
Oh no.
Yeah, there was the one that did all the magic sparkle shit, and then there was the one with all the armor.
Ah, I thought the archer was a girl. Sorry, that's just me talking out of
That guy
character.
died. He was really dead.
Oh, okay.
I'm wearing his armor and using his bow. Let's not ever mention that.
Pretty sure someone stole his engraved ring too. So
I have it. I'm going to return it to him.
I didn't steal it. I found it.
Okay. So.
So you were looking for those kids, huh?
she
eh,
nods. She says, "Worried mom."
Well, did she promise a reward?
Yeah.
I don't
Was,
remember what
was it
now.
was it a big reward? Because I think at this point you're only gonna get half.
Yeah. Hold on. I got the rewards. I had to shuffle through my notes here.
Oh no, it's okay. I was doing like a joke thing.
Yeah. Kai,
Well, no,
Kai
I think-
says, dead or alive.
Oh, I like the way this one thinks.
Well, she promised to bring back, some kind of proof. Like, at least let this woman know what happened to her children.
Here's a hand.
Even if she couldn't find them alive, be like, hey, I found them at least.
Gotcha.
Now you at least have closure, kind of deal.
Just the dead one was half the price of the alive one. So we get full
No,
price.
no, I think it was full price if we brought them both. It was double if we brought them both back alive.
Yeah, double back alive. So we get 1 full and 1 half.
Oh,
Or
Yeah,
no.
that's just a clever way of saying half price.
Yeah.
That's if he's dead, he might not be.
I mean,
Oh.
he's a hamburger.
I'm pretty sure he's dead. If he's not dead, it'd be very impressive.
Where's the hamburger? Where's the beef?
Fuck.
I don't think that's beef, Grandma.
Where's the beef?
No, that was just like a next level joke, though.
Oh my fucking god, where's the beef? Where's the beef?
Okay.
God, fuck it. No, you get more inspiration for that. You have two tokens of inspiration now. Fuck.
Thank
That was
you.
a really good joke.
Where's the beef? Fucking motherfucker.
She's old.
That's the pinnacle of old.
Yep. Oh,
So,
my life alert.
So let me get this straight. One more time. One more run for it. You want to come use me and the other guys to go to Dernbum, the new leader, and convince him.
Kill him.
Oh, kill him. Kill him. Okay.
Also, I have to mention you
one
forgot to get
problem.
rid of this.
Oh no, I was holding on to that in case you used that spell again, so I didn't have to go searching for it again.
One problem. So, Dernbum's a little bit past the Goblin City, and there's a lot of goblins in the Goblin City.
Kai, she just looks at him kind of confused and ever so gently, because he's so small, touches him with a claw in a pat way, and
He
then points,
flinches.
and then points at the ones on her back and says, "Take home, friends."
Uh-huh. And what about these guys?
He points to the rest of the party.
She stares blankly.
I mean, no offense, but I'm pretty sure the guards have kind of seen a lot of you guys kill us.
I'm a bush.
No, you're not the abominable bush man.
Nobody will notice. They'll just think I was a bush in a corner. Like, oh yeah, what's happened? It's mold.
I mean, in all honesty, she's not wrong. We do have a lot of twig blights in here. She could blend right in with that.
Can I make us all look like twig blights?
Do any of you have a disguise kit?
No. But
Do I have a disguise
Candy,
kit?
you might actually have a disguise kit.
No, I have 2 costumes. Oh, I have a disguise kit. I have 1 disguise kit. How are you gonna disguise me as a
I
fucking
have a
pig?
herbalism kit.
Just
Become a special effects artist and make everyone look like really weird goblins.
Well, that's the great thing about the disguise kit is that you can fucking do that.
Can you do this multiple times? Do I have infinite use of this?
I'm checking that now.
Let me get out my makeup. Open it.
And Grandma's already green, so
I
have a mask.
I don't see a limit.
You don't have to change much about me. I can do goblins. I'm the same size.
So I'm just like thinking like about how we could actually disguise ourselves because twin blight seems more possible than goblins because they're too big for goblins. Let's be honest here.
You can come as prisoners.
there's
or-
hobgoblins or hobo goblins, whatever.
So the way this works is you are going to dress up in disguise, and to do that, to determine how good your disguise is, you have to roll and add your proficiency bonus to it.
Do I have any
little
proficiency
bit
in
of a
disguise?
Proficiency.
You should be proficient in this because you're a bard.
Oh, isn't it just like performance or persuasion? Because there's no actual proficiency for disguise.
Deception.
It could either be deception or performance.
Do I have any points? I don't have any points in deception. I'll do performance. I have 5 there.
Okay, I have 3 in perception and deception. Well, charisma.
I have 0 in both. So we know who's the weakest link right now.
No, I got a -1 in both, but it doesn't matter anyway.
You can just be like a pet, you know? Like, hey, this is our pet. Whoever doesn't fit, you can just be prisoners, pets, you know. Oh, boy. Well, can I roll again? Well, that's 3. But come on, look at me.
Yeah, I think Grandma should have advantage because
Yeah.
she's kind of
I'll
twig
allow
blighty
it because
already.
she is pretty twig blighty. You guys, I don't think I've shown you exactly what a twig blight looks like.
No.
I'm 10.
Okay, Grandma. You're 10. Whatever you believe in your heart.
That's what she said. I'm 10. And centuries.
Oh wow, I have people older than you.
Huh? No, she's 444 years old.
Candy still
Jesus
knows people
Christ.
older than you.
You're as old as Din's dad.
Nice.
Din's dad is hot.
Except I aged better.
You age better? What? No,
I
you
did.
don't.
I aged with grace. Look at me.
I would argue that.
I would argue against that, yes.
Wow.
I want to say
This guy finds me hot. This dude over here, don't you? You little gnome boy. Yeah.
So twig blights come in a variety of different shapes and forms. They're vaguely humanoid, but depending on what sort of tree they're based off of, they'll look different. The ones that are here are extremely thorny and like their bark tone, I guess, is like a dark purpley black, like
So
a
they're
purpley
Groot.
purple black. Sort of, but they're a lot small. They're definitely grandma's size, or at least these are. But these are extremely thorny and scraggly.
Oh,
by-
those
so-
are cool.
By the way, it
They
says
remind me of the
green
bodies.
hags are natural illusionists, by the way. It says
Oh.
sadly you didn't inherit, but we were using half hag, but we all know she's full.
Yeah,
So-
no, that makes sense then, though.
Yeah, green hags are natural illusionists, so
I'll definitely say you get like advantage on any kind of disguise roll for like a foresty or a naturey type of disguise.
Okay, so I did 10 plus my so that's 13. It's a little higher. No.
Okay.
No, 12.
And God said no.
What did everyone else get?
Not mine.
No, I haven't rolled yet. I didn't realize you're actually going to be disguising yourselves. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Chill.
12. I meant 12.
Chill.
No,
I
wait.
have a 5 in performance.
No,
Yeah,
wait.
natural 20, bitch!
Well, I rolled
It just becomes a tree. You guys watch, and like very, very quickly through the use of magic and visual effects, Sylvan just fucking becomes a tree.
Yes!
15. So 15 plus 5 equals up to 20 also.
I have
Okay.
15. I didn't add my proficiency bonus.
Oh yeah. Well, you guys can add the proficiency bonus of Candy's disguise kits if Candy is the one putting you in disguise. I don't think that's how it actually works in the game, but it makes more sense to me. I mean, if I'm doing the costumes for everyone else, then they would look equally as good as if I had been wearing them.
Andy's got to break out the kit.
So, and then I guess Erky needs to roll.
I pull out this kit, my character, and I immediately say, I have no idea how to use this!
He's short, so he's got that going.
I'm a tree, I'm a tree, I'm a tree, a tree, a tree.
He got a 14, so...
Same.
Out of all of you, Erky looks the least convincing as a tree, but he still seems to look passable. Grandma, you definitely look like a bush, but there's still like hints of your face, like your hands, I guess, are uncovered. But I guess as long as your hands,
Sleeves.
yeah, as long as your sleeves are down, you're fine.
Good. I have very long sleeves.
All right, so Kai, you watch as your group just starts dressing up like trees.
I just did my hair, puffed it up a little bit.
She doesn't like
okay.
this. She's just like, what the fuck? Where did everybody go? She's really upset.
Oh no!
I feel like you just start sniffing at each of them and whining.
Wait a minute, I have something for that actually.
What my character is going to do is she's going to hug her a little bit and pat her and just try to reassure her.
She doesn't know why the fuck this tree is petting her.
She can't recognize Candy's voice.
She doesn't know what's going on anymore. Like, she hears you, but she doesn't really understand.
Don't worry, Kai. This is only temporary. As soon as we're safe, we'll turn back.
She stares at the most treeiest of the tree that is talking to her. Trees have never talked to her before. She doesn't like it.
Well, I've been talking to you. You're probably used to it.
Oh, I've seen this. This is exactly what I was thinking of. This is perfect for her reaction.
Shih Tzus. Idiots.
It gets so upset.
Like, what?
That dog is so confused.
So yeah, you guys are trees now. Bog, I guess, has been looking out through like the crack of the door, keeping survey on the guard goblins. He turns back around and you guys are fucking gone. There's just trees everywhere, and he is really confused. I'm gonna have to do a perception check for him. And he rolled a 5.
Wait, who is?
Bog.
Oh, Bog.
Poor Bog.
He turns around. What the fuck? Where'd they go?
I mean, I recognize that one.
What the fuck?
Look, Bog, just lead the way, okay?
Holy shit. How'd you guys do that?
Magic!
Are you all trees?
Yes.
Kai is whining softly.
Oh.
Us, you big lug.
Alright,
Grandma.
this is officially the weirdest thing I've ever done.
I mean,
So,
You haven't really traveled
I'm
along
gonna
with
I'm gonna run through this plan one more time.
I'm gonna make it
Us,
weird.
we, the not trees, are gonna go to Durham with all of you disguised as trees.
Disguised as trees. I feel like there could have been a significantly better disguise, but no, we're just fucking
Drab.
trees.
I mean,
Or twig blights.
I got the figure.
So, those are pretty common around here since Bellic moved in. Let's give it a shot. And he starts walking out into the hall. And one of the goblins immediately stops and looks at him, but then doesn't really pay him much mind, because he is a goblin.
And then Kai comes through with 4 goblins, I guess.
The goblin stops and stares at you and sort of pulls out their scimitar, but Bog quickly pulls back, and in Goblin you hear him jabbering back and forth with them and then gesturing to the goblins on your back. And
Who I assume are pretty grateful for being saved and not going to
yeah,
rat us
no,
out.
they've agreed to this plan as long as they're allowed back into their home. You get the impression that they are not goblins equipped for any kind of fighting.
They're just there.
They exist.
So he continues forth. I'm assuming you guys are following.
Yo.
Come on, go Candy.
Sure.
But it's spray. Meh.
Okay, I want to be in the
No,
middle.
my character blocks the way.
No, I want to be in the middle. What the fuck you get?
And you are no longer stopped. You are given a funny look by both of the goblin guards.
I clutched my
It's
beautiful
odd
teeth.
that there's this giant creature being followed by several trees. They assume that somehow Kai is a creature from the underground that they have just never seen before. And you are all led to the door of the Goblin City.
She's just not questioning the twigs. They're just not fucking questioning us.
That's a good question or a good point. I am gonna roll perception just
No!
to see if they pick up on anything.
Come on, you stupid.
I am a tree. I rolled a natural 20.
Don't need that anymore.
Itchy feet, itchy feet.
So that's a 9 and an 8. Nope, they are none the wiser.
Oh, good.
They just kind of shrug it off, like, "Yep, those are some trees."
Wait, do they shrub
There
it
they
off?
go.
Shrub it off.
Do they shrub it off?
Let me open up the
That was good. Don't.
It was really good.
map.
Thank
Here.
you. Yay!
Let's
Grandma's
see if
kind of
this
bouncing
works.
along. It's fucking fun.
This is so ridiculous. This is so fucking dumb. Holy fuck.
There they are, the boys and the girls.
What the fuck?
Holy
They're not
hell.
fighting each other, they're just stabbing each other.
Christ almighty. I love their
you
arms. It's
guys-
like, holy.
Follow Bog into the Goblin City.
Oh god, you turn. There you go. I'm scared.
Come on, you wimps.
No, I will go when there. Okay, there's a sufficient amount. I will go in. Nope, get off of me.
Okay. As you step in, you see this area is huge. It's not sizable enough to really be considered a city. Let me pull up the actual description here, if there is one.
Like half of these characters are pointing off to the bottom of the screen. And I'm sitting here wondering, what are they pointing at?
They were the only goblins I had.
Dude.
Dude,
They
check
see
that
the
out. Look at that
ghosts.
thing over there.
They see the ghosts.
Oh, I'm sorry. I've been calling it the wrong name. It's Goblinville. Goblin.
Okay, they're pointing at that guy with the longsword. Like, dude, look at that guy. He's
So,
hot.
It's like a song.
Yeah,
You
like
start
the
singing like
one.
a stud song.
Yes.
so here we go. What might have once been a cathedral is now a goblin lair, thick with the filth of years of goblin life. Scores of wall-to-floor mounted sconces fill the violet glow. Filled with violet glowing fungi provide illumination.
I guess you could say-
Dozens of goblins go about their daily business, which involves a lot of rudeness and violence.
Along the southern wall is a heaping pile of assorted items, including wagon wheels, broken armor, rusted arms, chests, small statues, antique furniture, and art.
Man, they get me.
Going in here, there's well over 30-some goblins here.
I was gonna say, this describes my room perfectly, except for the goblins! I'm kidding, no it doesn't. I don't have
Can I
bolts.
scrape some algae off the wall and just kind of put it in a bottle?
I was gonna say, with all these people around, I guess you could say there's a lot of fun guy.
Nah.
There is a lot of fungus filling this room, and it actually illuminates the room. You can
Just
see.
a little bit.
You can see. Well, no, some of the goblins are picking it down from the walls or the ceilings, and they're carrying it over to areas where they are either playing games or working on preparing food. Various tasks that they're using it to light
Are they
their.
eating it? Are anybody eating it?
Yes, you do see that there are some goblins gnawing on it while
Okay, I take
holding it on a piece
fistfuls.
to light their work.
Are they
I
getting
just eat
high?
some.
You do that, and
Yeah. How do I die this time?
one of the goblins nearby. Hold on, I'm on the page.
Did you even see me? I'm hiding behind the really giant tree.
I am a really awesome tree.
Yeah. And I'm just turning around like you don't even know I'm a giant bush.
I forgot. I keep forgetting that Silbon is 8 feet tall.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Exactly.
If
It's a
I
fun-
can't
Well,
be tall in
um,
real life, then all my characters are going to be tall.
Katie's a reasonable height compared to all of you fuckers.
I
Oh,
want
wow,
to
I'm
be
sure.
But one of the guards sees you, a bush, start reaching out and grabbing down fistfuls of fungus. And it kind of gives you a look, but doesn't really do anything yet.
I smile. Like this ugliest smile, like like I've got my double chins working.
So you suck in your chin, basically.
Yeah, like
I could hear you do that.
I know. I just smile.
Roll nature for me.
Okay, let's see. I think am I proficient in nature? No, I have a 0 in nature, but how?
How did you accomplish this?
20?
20, yeah.
Okay, so you absolutely 100% know twig blights don't eat fungus.
That's okay. He doesn't have to see I'm eating it. I'm just taking fistfuls and stuffing it in my hair.
Okay.
That
but
just makes you weirder.
yeah, no,
Well-
you know for sure that twig blights don't do that. And I think he knows too.
I give him a
Being a little
grin.
bit suspicious.
I give him a grin with my chin's down. It's like, yeah. So this guy can be like, oh, she's not there.
She's not okay.
Bog doesn't see you doing this, so he proceeds forth to the door up here. And as he does so, one of the guards stops him, and he gestures to Kai, and you can hear them having a conversation. It doesn't sound like the guard is too happy with Bog.
Can I whisper to the gnome and ask him what they're saying?
The gnome.
Oh, what's his name now?
Urki tries to quickly translate as they're spewing back and forth, but it's hard to keep up with the speed at which goblins talk. He basically summarizes it as, yeah, the guard's not happy with this creature being in their home. And Bog is trying to explain that the creature is returning goblins to the home, but he's not really succeeding on diplomacy.
So Kai's gonna come over. She's gonna just like flop her big ass down, so there's like a thump that like kind of shakes the ground a little bit.
It shakes my leaves.
And she does like the dog thing where she tilts her head to the side and like kind of looks harmless for a giant monster that has goblins on her back.
I think that would be a performance because this is the opposite of intimidation.
So not deception?
Is there any way I could help with this performance?
You're a tree.
I rustle my leaves more.
If you can creatively think of a way, I mean, you have bardic inspiration, by the way.
Maybe you grow.
Oh, I give you bardic
flowers.
inspiration. I give you bardic inspiration.
Okay.
I don't remember what
How do
that
I use
does.
this?
So
How do I use this?
I forget how you figure out how many you have.
I give you the same thing. I have no idea how it works.
You can't give bardic inspiration. You're not a bard.
So I think you have as many bardic inspirations as you levels. So I think you have 2. Hold on, let me check.
Equal to my charisma modifier.
Oh, there you go. Okay.
Nice.
What does it do?
So now, if you have been given bardic inspiration, you will roll whatever you were going to do and then add a d6 to it. So if you rolled a 10, you can roll a d6 and whatever that lands, add to that.
Alright, so right now I rolled a 13, but she's got a -1, so 12.
And if you want to use that inspiration now, you would roll a d6 and add whatever that lands on.
I feel like it's kind of important for us to get through here without pissing off a room full of 30 goblins.
Yeah.
And I rolled a
Over
4 on the
30.
d6. So, what's 16, I think? Yeah.
Okay, and this is a performance to appear harmless. The goblins,
Harmless and, like, I guess a good like, maybe
Good doggo.
Bog, like, gives her, like, a command, like, sit or something, and she,
yeah,
pretends to, like, a dog.
he does that, but he forgets that you don't speak goblin, so he tells you to speak, and instead you sit. And he just kind of, like, gestures up at you like, ta-da!
That's adorable. That's adorable.
Seeing this, I'm gonna contest it with his perception, which was a 3.
Yes!
So yeah, he kind of hesitates, but otherwise he sort of gestures to proceed. He stops you again though with the blights, and he begins to question Bog about the blights, where they came from and why they were out astray, and he just kind of...
I have an idea. They're dancing plays. The character fucking performs a dance. They're entertainments.
Well, if you got flowers, maybe you could like have the flowers open. And
I just imagine that you guys look like Sudowoodo.
That's what I'm imagining. So my character just does the most hippliest dance.
I look like Tangula.
He tries to explain that you were just some lost blights that were up on the surface that conveniently came down around the same time, and are headed to the underground. And that seems to pass, or does it?
It's
Yes.
better. Alright.
No, I wanted to dance.
Dance.
No, that lie passes, and they let you through.
Awesome.
I'm so sad I couldn't dance.
Dance magic down the Goblin City. Dude.
All right.
You denied her that? I can't believe it.
Dance, magic dance.
Exactly, in the Goblin City.
Oh my god. Okay, can she get more inspiration for all these references?
Grandma has 2 inspiration already.
Give her 5!
Give her more.
Please don't encourage Grandma.
Oh dear, these
You
are goblins
guys-
with faces.
You proceed to the next area.
Can we level up? Hell yeah.
Not yet.
Oh my god, look at them boys and
Them
gals.
boys. Them boys and gals.
Them chillins.
Them boys and gals.
Goyles.
So
and...
I like how
So-
one is just a recolor of the other.
Shut up.
So I'm very happy. So I'm very happy we never crossed into this room because, oh boy.
So, question: the 4 that were on her back, is this where they get off at the goblin area?
Do you choose to have them get off here?
Well, I don't know where they're going, so I assume they'd get off whenever they get where they're going. So,
This is
I don't
Bog
know where
has
they're
not
going.
given them a command to get off yet.
all right. I mean,
They're having too
she
much
don't
fun
care.
raiding you.
I just don't know where they were going. So,
Bog is leading you to the best of his abilities into this next area. I don't know if
I
there's a
has
description
to
for this one.
squeeze her big ass through the door.
So I do want like a marching order for you guys. I'm going to lead you, Kai, to where he takes you, but the rest of you guys are going to follow in as you do.
I figure I'd come behind since my character was behind them.
I don't want to be at the rear.
Alright, you can go before me.
Okay.
My character shimmies his way in there.
Hey, Mom, can I ask real quick?
Actually, I'm going to change the setup of this just a little bit so you guys can stand like in front of him.
What is the this dude? I can't. My ping's not working.
Is that a werewolf?
No, the one, the yellowy looking guy. Yeah. What is that?
I will explain that in just a moment.
Well, I mean, like, I just needed to know the. Yeah. Will the name you're gonna explain be in like the game where you can put one in?
There is a name. You have not met this character yet.
Oh no, I mean, like, he would be a perfect image for one of my little bosses or whatever.
Oh. It's just a goblin shaman.
Okay.
Hey, Candy, can you bring the gnome in here?
Oh shit, I forgot about him.
Thank you.
Come on in.
Where he would be, I guess.
By me.
Okay. Let's see if there's a description for this room. There is.
Dun, dun, dun.
Here we go. A circular shaft pierces the floor of this room.
Shaft.
It's of this 40-foot diameter domed chamber. Dim violet light shines out from the shaft, revealing sickly white and gray vines that coat the walls of the shaft. The light is supplemented by 4 lit wall torches set equidistant around the periphery of the chamber. It's a crudely fashioned stone throne sits against the curve of the northern west wall, which is where he was originally. A large iron chest serves as the throne's footstool, and a sapling grows from a wide stone pot next to the throne, which I forgot to put on here.
It's a big ass circle. It's a huge throne.
I went to search for sapling, and I just got a tiny little bush. And we're going to put that right there.
Yay! Christmas!
So as you walk in the room, there are 2 very, like, burly-looking hobgoblins to each side. They actually look identical, aside from color scheme, which is intentional, which is why I was telling you to shut up about that. They're characteristically identical hobgoblins. To the center is a very large-looking bugbear, and off to the side you see is a standard goblin who looks kind of like she's not paying much attention to the others until you walk in.
That's not my daughter.
I didn't know that was a bugbear. I thought it was a deranged hyena.
I thought it was a werewolf.
They look like that.
Bugbears look very, like, werewolfy almost.
That's not my daughter.
It was like Grandma's like, imposter!
That's not my daughter.
Everybody's just like,
So
what the
have
fuck
you've seen our work of Clark?
Yeah.
I don't think a dog would fit.
You haven't seen this ass.
So the official artwork makes them very gruff and wolfy. They're like Wolverine.
See, I like the one in the animated thing.
Yeah, I mean that's sort of my canon for, but they're.
My canon is
See if I can find a canon picture.
Gundy is the only true bugbear in the world.
It's my daughter.
Now I wonder how much more shenanigans would be happening if we had a drunk bugbear with us.
She's a druid, isn't she? Aren't druids more like nature kind of creatures?
I'm sure she would fit him right in anyway.
So that's sort of how they look. Sometimes people draw them a little bit more feral.
I don't like that. It's like a weird ape wolf.
Yeah, it looks kind of dumb.
That's kind of what they are, though.
That looks very
totally.
dumb.
No, in the forbidden
They get
zone.
worse. Believe me, they do get worse. But that's the average sort of. They have like
it looks
Wolverine
like
hair a lot of.
Looks like a werewolf version of like Planet of the Apes, like an ape turned into a werewolf. Like, yeah, I got it, guys.
Pretty
We're
much.
looking into this so much. Sure, you should show like the chat what how this image looks like, because it's a terrible image.
I've been showing the recording images every once in a while.
All right. So as you are led into this room, Bog approaches and kneels before the bugbear at his throne, and you hear them kind of talking back and forth. Bog sounds scared as he's speaking to the bugbear, and the bugbear does not sound too keen. He actually, as you walked in, Kai, he sat up on and took hold of his weapon at the side and was kind of like braced for something not so good. And even though Bog's explaining to him your supposed scenario, he still keeps a tight grip on the weapon. Oh.
Gnome, give us a summary.
You can just take whatever I'm summarizing as
okay.
as Bog explains, you see like the bugbear's ears sort of raise up as he eyes you all over. And you can see he's pretty harshly judging this.
Judging our disguises as dead trees.
Well, you kind of get the impression he's not believing Bog. Let me pull up.
I put more shimmy in. I put more shimmy in.
Candy, do a seductive dance.
My character doesn't know what seduction is. He's a horse.
What do girl horses like? They'll probably like it too.
Grandma walked in, sorry.
The answer is you don't want to know, probably. Long, luxurious hair.
Yeah, just kind of like whip it back and forth.
My hair's under the trees. It won't work.
This is Candy right now.
Got so many fucking tabs. So he doesn't look convinced, and he stands up from the throne with his morning star. What is a morning star? Hold on.
I think it's like a mace with spikes on it.
I think you're right.
Yeah!
Yeah, it is. So wielding his morning star, not so gently pushes Bog aside and stands. And he points it at you, Kai. And he says something in Goblin, and all at once the little goblins on your back kind of disperse and climb down and go running out the door back into Goblinville. And he looks at you and he goes, "Why are you really here?"
Kai, kind of like gently guides Bog like under her where it's safer.
She just
like
mother hens him.
Like a mother cat, you know how they kind of paw at them until they get where they want.
Mm-hmm.
And she's not intimidated by this guy at all. I'm pretty sure she's still taller than him.
Yes.
So she just stands like fully upright, so she's even bigger now. And she says, "Looking for humans."
Hold on, as I add their health in, because I know this party. You're looking for the humans? Good luck. Kai, give me a perception check.
Okay. Do I have anything in perception? I think I would know this one by now. Oh, I have a +2. Okay. I have the little dot next to it. What does that mean?
That means you're proficient in it, which means it automatically should be adding your proficiency bonus.
Oh,
So,
yeah.
what is your proficiency? What is your bonus in perception?
It says +2, and then there's a little dot next to it.
Okay, what's your wisdom modifier?
2.
Okay, so it should be a 4.
Yeah, like I said, I don't think her sheet is correct.
No, because yours for some reason doesn't automatically input the math. I don't know
No.
why it doesn't do that for you.
Well, she rolled a nat 20 plus 4 then.
No.
Okay. As he stands, I open my book again. That's the hard part about not having the
They're
physical copy.
hiding behind the
That's cool.
trees.
As
I speak for the
Durban
trees.
stands, he fuck, where is it? This is why the Adventure Zone's so great, because they can fucking cut these parts out.
Yeah, I think that might be something to do, Shiro, so that we're not. So that Adventure Views has a little bit less of a fucking slog.
Can I pretend that tree is one of the real tree people? Just like, I'll have a look for him, so I'm just gonna use a tree and just pretend it's the tree guy.
I don't think you guys understand. Once, is my computer can't handle these 2-hour sessions, and so when I try to preview it, all the voices go.
Oh no!
And it sounds like my computer is haunted, and it scares me, and that's why I don't edit them, because I'd rather not hear the strange ghost voice.
You'd rather your computer not be possessed by Satan.
Yes. I'd rather have a 2-hour-long video on my YouTube channel than to listen to ghost sounds for 2 hours.
Spooky!
Super spooky. Because the first time I heard that, I was like, oh my god, what is it? I seriously thought like there was some
Spooky,
kind
scary
of
skeletons.
it scared me, and then I didn't get on my computer for 3 days.
That's why it took so long to upload it beforehand.
Yeah, I'm just like, you know what? Just not going to be on the computer. It has ghosts in it right now.
Just bye-bye, just no fuck you.
I'm sure this is going to take an hour to, not even an hour, it's probably going to take 3 hours to render and then a week to upload.
Jesus Christ. You need a less terrible computer.
Well, I mean,
Good
it's
lord.
pretty good, but I don't know.
Sorry, I've completely lost my spot in the book here, so I'm still looking for this fucking room.
It renders out my animations pretty good.
That's good.
Though again, my animations are only my longest animation right now is only 6 minutes.
Also, just as a warning, the longer this goes, the more tired I get, so I'm just kind of...
We can roll for initiative and then call it a night.
Please, my brain is just leaking out of my ears. I don't think I can brain any better.
Alright, you've been doing good. I haven't been noticing any weird brain leakage.
You can't. You're over voice chat.
I can't see, if I can't see it over online, then you're so good.
You're good in my eyes. Oh, Lord.
Okay. Sorry, that was ridiculous. Kai, when you stand, as he does too, you notice, he's wearing a ring and armor that both share a sigil. And you recognize this sigil from the ring that the mother in the tavern wore.
Is he wearing the sun's armor?
Quiet.
He's wearing the sun's armor.
Dot.
Alright, it's time to fuck him
I
up.
figured that would kind of be deduced from that statement. It is the Haircruel family crest that he is adorned with. Did you say, you said where are the humans? I guess he gestures to the pit and he says, if you're looking for the humans, feel free to go after them.
Okay.
Did the tree say that?
No.
No.
He hears this and he sort of glances past you, Kai, back at them, and he goes, you gotta be fucking kidding me. And with that, I'd say we could probably roll initiative, but we can do that next time on Dungeons and Dragons.
What is this, Dragon Ball Z?
I don't know. Would Kai still have the chance for a surprise attack?
He knew you guys were. Bog was trying to lie and explain this facade that you guys have on, but he picked up on it. So he knew you guys were.
We walked in.
Yeah.
I know you.
You can blame Bog for that. He fucking failed that role.
Good job, Bog.
I mean, I did say okay.
You did. What the fuck?
Well, I thought if he would just let us go down, like, yeah, okay, we'll go down the pit, whatever.
God fucking damn it.
We just want the humans.
Either way, this is probably inevitable for us to kick his ass because he's wearing the armor. We have to kick his ass for the sake of the mom.
Yeah, we had to take the ring.
Well, I'm doing it just because I want to get stuff. So sorry, I'm the resident asshole.
I can't wait for my turn to be the asshole.
As long as we're all mutually wrecking his shit, we're good.
Okay.
Look, what is your alignment, Shiro?
For sushi?
Yes.
Lawful good.
Yeah, see, you can't be the asshole. I'm chaotic neutral.
No, I want to be the asshole for the next game.
Yes, I know. You want to be the asshole. I'm actually going to be the good guy next game, whatever it is.
I can't wait to be the asshole. Oh, it's going to be great.
Wait, shit, I have to think of some other character I have to choose for that game. Fuck!
Well, we don't even know what game or who's going to DM, because I'm not ready for... Not now. Well, we'll see how it is, but...
You guys want to say bye to the internet before I end the recording?
Bye!